And if me see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. See, oh, she egged me. What the hell? Oh, shit all over my rip out with this jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, where it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Welcome to the Venom and Smoke Show. I'm your host, Mo Young, getting to you live on this Friday for our sports show. Let's bring in the diabolical hater because we know Eric is late.
Yeah.
Eric is always late. Eric gonna try to sneak in here when it's over with. We ain't playing. I ain't falling for that shit this week. I ain't falling for it this week. But before we start, I just want to give the WWE and Vince McMahon, I want to give them a little special tribute for what they fucking just did. And I'm gonna go off on it on Thursday, but
You raggedy bitch.
I'm not watching wrestling no more today. I'm not gonna want to watch it. I saw what I did. I'm gonna go off on Thursday. So if y'all like wrestling, I'm really gonna go off Thursday. But
What, something
let's
happened
talk
at the
about
beginning of the show?
no. I'm talking about what just fucking happened. Yeah, I'm gonna
All
go.
right.
But let's get started, man. The Washington Commanders are no longer under Daniel Snyder's leadership. And after he, got awarded $6 billion with a billion, he had to pay a $60 million fine for, I guess it was like sexual harassment. Like, your thoughts on that? I'm like, how can you find somebody 60 million out of 6 billion is like finding me $1. Like,
Yeah.
like, really, that really sucked.
I mean, I guess it's something they needed to do, but like you said, he got $6 billion. That was that, and I'm sure he'll write it off taxes. That 60 million.
Listen, I don't think he even care about that 60 billion. Still got $540 million.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
I mean, now hopefully Washington, with this new ownership, will start moving in a different direction. I think he was satisfied with his mediocreness as an owner and as a team. That maybe now they'll get an injection of fucking life, and they'll make the NFC East even harder to play in.
Oh yeah, and I like they got Magic Johnson, so a lot of players might try to come there just to be around Magic.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of weird that they got him. You know what I'm saying? He's a basketball guy.
But he also owns the Dodgers, though. He owns the Dodgers. Like, he invests in sports teams. That's what he do.
Well, that's not a stupid thing to invest in.
Yeah, so,
you know what I'm saying? That's guaranteed money. They're going to make money.
Dodgers. Yeah, in the press conference, he said he just asked the dude, I forgot the guy's name, who's the majority owner, but he told him, do you want to win? And the guy said, yes. He said, that's what made me want to invest. I don't spend my money to lose. That's what Magic said. But it's good. It's good for the league. Daniel Snyder was the worst owner in the league. He's like Donald Sterling level bad.
Yeah.
Like it was horrible. He should have been gone. Like when the emails was leaked, that's when he should have got fined the $60 million.
Yeah, but I'm sure he finagled it that, all right, since you're forcing me to sell the team, I'll give you whatever the fine is when I get my money.
I'm waiting on our resident Washington Commanders fan to come on and come on. I know where he's coming.
He's probably crying about it.
He's probably happy because they might actually win. Like, because now people didn't want to play for Washington because of Daniel Snyder. He's a cheap. He was cheap.
Yeah.
The stadium was crap. He really wasn't spending money to win. So Daniel Snyder, like I told you, is a piece of shit. You can say Mo Young told him that he's a piece of shit. Daniel Snyder is a piece of shit, and I'm glad.
Yeah, I think he just invested just to keep the team alive. He didn't You know what I'm saying? He didn't really invest in his team. All he did was wanted to make sure that every season they played their season. Now, hopefully, with this new owner, they could bring in
Yeah.
some players and whatnot, and then go from there.
Look, there he is. I know Anthony wasn't far away. Our resident, Commanders
The only thing
fan.
that sucks about it is, we're almost into the season.
Yeah. See, not this season.
Yeah.
Because they want Ron Rivera to suck so your boy can be the head coach. Oh, yeah. Eric Bieniemy is going to be the head coach of the Washington Commanders next year. Ron Rivera, they're not going to win this year. They're going to win next year when Eric Bieniemy becomes the coach. You don't pay your assistants head coach money unless you want them to be head coach.
Yes. So, he'll, like you said, he'll go this year, have a shitty season. Ron Rivera, thank you for your time here, and then introducing Eric Bieniemy, the new head coach, and then hopefully,
and then that's going to bring players. That's going to bring the offensive players. They already got a defense that's solid.
Yeah,
get the defense together. Eric Bieniemy is going to bring the offensive players down.
Yes,
they saw what he did in Kansas City. They're coming. Get them a quarterback. They're going to get them. They're going to suck for Caleb Williams. That's what I would do. I would tank this season if I'm Washington and get Caleb Williams because you need a quarterback. Their quarterback suck. All of them suck. I would tank for Caleb Williams and then build a franchise around him. And if he come, other people gonna come, and you're just going to suck this season up. This season, you win this season. What are you doing? You're not. It's going to be hard to win this season because Philly's still strong. The Giants had a strong season, and the Cowboys. They're just in a hard division because 3 teams went to the playoffs out that division. So you always, you're fighting for third in there because you're at least gonna get 2 teams from the East. So I'm going in there, and if I'm them, I'm tanking this year. I'm getting because it's not the NBA, so it's not gonna be a lottery system. If you get the worst record, you can get Caleb Williams. That's what I'm doing. I'm tanking, and I'm building my team around a young quarterback. See, that's what people are doing now. They're getting a rookie quarterback, and they're spending money on all the skill position players until that young quarterback's contract is up. That's the new thing. It started with Cincinnati with Joe Burrow. Like, let's build everything around Joe Burrow while we got them cheap contracts. Same thing in Philly with Jalen Hurts before he got his big contract. Let's try to win with a good young quarterback, and then we're gonna throw money at all these veterans, and then when there's time for that young quarterback, we start letting some of these vets go. A young quarterback to get paid, we let some of these vets go. That's what they're doing. But hey, that's the new thing. Let's see, man. They're gonna move Ron into the office and have Eric the head coach. I'm with it. I'm with it.
He's a proven you know what I'm saying? He's a proven great offensive coordinator. I just don't understand why it's taken so long.
And speaking of Giants,
first of all, Anthony, don't go that fucking far because the Giants are going to be good because they made some nice signings today.
Yeah, they did pick up some nice.
I said, no, they not. You didn't pay your big weapon yet, and he ain't gonna be happy.
This may be the last time I get to wear this particular jersey number, so
I'm just being real. Your weapon is not gonna be happy.
No, and he shouldn't be happy.
That's fucking bullshit. We're gonna get on that next after for the talking to the Commanders, but that's a great move for Washington. Y'all no longer the turds of the NFC East. With that
How about this? I bet you Commander fans are rejoicing right about now.
Listen, as long as they bring the right minds, football minds to help Magic. All right, Magic is a very smart guy. I'm not saying he's stupid, but that's not his sport. You know what I'm saying? So as long as they steer him in the right direction, they can build a team to contend.
Bro, Magic is there to get the players.
Magic is a figurehead.
He has to figure it.
Figurehead.
Magic is the minority owner. He's not the real owner. He's the minority owner. They put Magic Johnson's face out there for the black people. Let's say what it is. For the black players to come to Washington. That's what they did it for.
Figurehead, if you will.
That's what they fucking did it for. Ooh, Magic Johnson.
Who do you think is going to be making that phone call when they want to sign somebody?
Mr. Johnson,
Washington's calling me. Hello, hey, this is Magic Johnson. Oh shit!
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Johnson, please take this phone call.
Damn, I did.
Look, I'm not even pissed off at Washington for doing that. Hey, this is Magic Johnson, minority owner of the Washington Redskins. You want to be a Redskin? I mean, Commanders. I'm sorry.
Commanders. And get rid of Commanders, the name, by the way. Get rid of it.
Other Commanders. You want to be a Commander? Hell yeah, I get to be around Magic. Hell yeah. That's what they're going to do.
Maybe that winning philosophy will rub off on these young players.
And that team's powerful.
Yeah, Magic is calling during the draft. Hell yeah, Magic is calling through the damn draft.
So oh yeah, you'll see him in the war room.
Not knowing shit what's going on. Yeah, I'm just being real with you. Magic won't know what the fuck is going on in that war room, but he just go be there. Smiling.
Now, I'm thinking by the time next year comes, Magic will be a lot more educated when it comes to NFL contracts and how it's run.
Magic is not there for none of that.
But I was about to say, Magic, he has no say in contracts and whatnot. He's there as a figurehead.
Magic is there to be Magic. He's not there for no fear. He's not there to be a mind. He's there just to smile and shake hands. That's all Magic Johnson there for.
He's gonna be the face of the franchise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is weird because we would take Magic, you take LA, but it's gonna be weird to see Magic Washington.
Yeah.
The Rams really fumbled that one. They could have had him in there. All the Chargers fumbled that one.
Yeah.
Get some players there.
You know who was happy about Snyder selling the team? The entire NFL. $6 billion for the Commanders? Yikes.
Well, that's a storied franchise, though, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but if I'm Indianapolis and the Commanders got $6 billion, if Irsay decides to sell that team, look at the numbers he's probably thinking about.
Man, look, them Colts are not worth more than those damn Washington Redskins. Let's be real.
Location.
But think about the history of the Redskins. Fuck the Commanders. Fuck the Commanders. We're not talking about the Commanders. Just look at the Redskin when they had the Redskin on the helmet.
Joe Theismann.
Riggins.
etc. Was worth $6 billion. You paying for the hell to the Redskins. They still.
And as you said, Jason, what's $60 million to Snyder after he got $6 billion? Come on,
nothing. That he's gonna end up writing off and making money on it.
If Jerry ever sells the Cowboys, that shit might be $20 billion.
Oh Lord, if Jerry ever sells the Cowboys?
If Jerry sells the Cowboys, that shit will be up to $20 billion. It's gonna blow whatever Washington out the water. The Cowboys get sold.
Hell, even if the Giants decide to sell, shit,
that's another one that'll blow.
They're getting over $10 billion.
The Dolphins.
I said the Bears is another one.
Bears,
Like you
etc.,
have
etc.
ridiculous amount of money. It's all the old guards, the Eagles, people like that could get more than what the Redskins have. Just saying. Oh, they're the Redskins today. Fuck this. I ain't got time for this Commander shit.
They need to change that name. That's what they should do. Change it again.
Change it. I absolutely change that name again.
Redskins, man. Nobody was upset about that fucking name. Like,
I'll change that shit to the Washington Tontos.
No, that'll be offensive to somebody.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go buy new Washington gear next year again. They're gonna be in Showtime Laker colors. They're gonna change the color, purple and gold.
Oh, hell no.
Mix in with a little red.
Oh man, that's funny, man. But we're gonna talk about the running back disrespect that's going on around here. Like the running back.
Oh, I'll say one thing. I read earlier today that the Ravens signed themselves a nice running back. So we were talking about if he has all the pieces around him,
he's got it.
He's got it now.
You talking about Melvin Gordon, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Fumbleitis? You talking
That
about him?
too.
You talking about Mr. Fumble?
Yeah, but that it doesn't mean he's gonna fumble again this year.
See, that's been his problem his whole career. And he on the downside. This was 2 years ago, then I'm with you. But now I gotta wait and see.
Since he's been in the league, he's averaged 1,200 yards a year.
Except last year when he was with Denver, he didn't get shit.
Because why didn't he get shit though? Because they were always losing and you needed dumbass to fucking throw the ball. And he couldn't even do that.
Melvin Gordon was like a fucking ice wagon last year. Like I had to see it to believe it this year. But it's a decent contract, but I'm a decent running back, but hey, I'm not doing backflips over it. I'm just saying they hoping Saquon Barkley leaves the fucking Giants next year. That's what they fucking hoping.
Ain't no hoping.
I mean, he'll be franchised again. They'll franchise him again.
And then you do that, you definitely losing him.
If they're smart, because they already fucked up, you trade his ass.
You better trade him
and get what you can get.
You think Saquon Barkley going to play for a second franchise tag? I think they need to change that. You only be franchised once. You're not about to franchise me twice. I think they need to change that franchise for running backs because running backs' career is not that long. So you think about franchise a person, by the time they hit free agency, they 27, 28.
Yeah. But for what it's worth, Saquon turned down $14 million a season.
He's worth more than that. Like he's worth it. He's worth over 14 million.
Yeah, but who was it? It was only McCaffrey and and somebody else was making more than $14 million.
He needs to make it what Christian McCaffrey's making. He does the same shit.
Yes. I think that if he's gonna get a contract, he should be getting something close to what McCaffrey
gets. He didn't want McCaffrey money. He said that I don't want to break the bank.
$16 million is not breaking the bank in the NFL.
You and I both know this, but
no, the Giants are fumbling the fucking ball. That's what they're doing. They're fumbling.
I think he made that comment because he wanted to see what the Giants thought he was really worth. And now 14 million isn't doing it.
So is it? If you are the best on your job, and somebody you on par with, or even some people think you're better than, is getting paid $16 million a year. You don't think you deserve $16 million a year? Y'all doing the same job? Or you gonna be happy to set $2 million less? I know me. I want if my competitors are getting that much and I'm doing the same shit, I need to get that or more.
I agree. I agree. I couldn't agree with you more, but
then running backs' careers are shorter, so they have to make money.
Look, go get your money.
Yes.
It's just damn,
No.
just
Damn
damn.
it's the damn Maras. Damn them. That's what you need to
No,
say.
they've been good owners. No, they've
Damn the
been good
Maras.
owners.
Because I'm like this. You pick Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley. To me, you're a stupid owner if you do that. It doesn't take, it's not rocket science who you pick.
No, because the reason why they did that is because they didn't want to franchise Daniel Jones because they don't think he's worth $40 million a year.
But that's his contract.
It's his contract now.
His contract is 40, a little over 40 a year.
That's his contract anyway. So franchise it for 1 year and then get Saquon in there. Because Saquon is your future. You lose Saquon, is back to the gutter. That's what's going on. That's what it's like. You don't have to pay every running back. I know people talking about Ty. They paid Ty Gurley. They paid Le'Veon Bell. They paid all these different ones, and they flamed out. But Barkley is a different beast.
And he's still in his prime.
Yes.
He's still in his prime.
But coming off injury.
He had a great season, though.
A damn great season last year.
He was 35% of the offense.
So you want him to you want him to run himself in the ground another year without a long-term deal. Hell no. Look, if I'm Saquon Barkley, I'm pulling an Emmitt Smith. I'm sitting out the first 2 games of the season. And if you go 0-2, I guarantee you they're gonna kiss your ass then.
And they might.
They
They
lose
might
the
go
game.
0-2.
They go and kiss your ass then. They're like, come on, Saquon, what you want? That's what happened to the Cowboys that year. Emmett said, fuck it, y'all don't want to pay me? I'm going to sit out the first 2 games. Jerry, hurry up and call Emmett. What you want? Open checkbook.
And you know something? The next game he played was against the Giants, and he went off.
Well, I mean, you can't. That offensive line that Dallas had back in that when Emmett was there was probably, the best offensive line ever.
Yeah.
It was. It was that in between them and Washington with the Hogs.
The Hogs.
With the Hogs.
Yeah. Them were 1A, 1B. Them two, they opened up lanes. So
now imagine if Barry Sanders had that offensive line.
It'll be records that would never be broken.
Yep.
He never averaged less than 1,200 yards a year.
And he was running for his life half the time.
He only had one good offensive lineman. He had Lomas Brown. That was it. Yeah, that's the tackle.
Yeah.
That was it. But for these running backs like Josh Jacobs, what the fuck are the Raiders doing?
They're the Raiders.
NFL in rushing. Like he led the NFL in rushing and he can't get paid. It's not just the Giants. The Raiders are dumbasses too. How about the Chargers? Austin Eckler is your offense.
Facts.
Yeah, fucking man. Like, what is going on? Like, the running back position used to be the most important position in football.
Absolutely.
It still is. Because without a running game, you can't win.
Nope. I don't care who you are.
Ask that bitch as much as you want. Trust me.
Ask Derrick Henry how it feels to be the only thing in Tennessee.
Put it this way, as a Saints fan, I know what a lack of a running game can do to you. That's why we lost that flag gate. If we'd have ran the fucking football, we'd have went to the Super Bowl and beat the shit out the Patriots. That's what would happen. But dude, we want to go pass happy because that's what the league is now. They asked the fucking Seahawks about a running game. They had the best running back in the league, and you passed on the goal line in the Super Bowl and lose.
Trying to be fancy,
man.
And you need a running quarterback these days.
Look, I'm just saying, fucking running back is still important. I don't want to hear this bullshit that they're trying to do, negate this shit. No, they still important. Look, a running back is not needed until you need one. Ask Lamar Jackson. Like
You're
6
right.
of his running backs got hurt. They not only run the ball, they're good in blitz protection. They're good as a little outlet, like a little screen or dump ball pass. The running backs are still important. I need people to make the running back position important again. Like, it is important. I'm gonna say Alvin Kamara is like 40% of our fucking offense. Shit, it's a running back. When he get hurt, we look lost.
Well, now you shouldn't, because you got badass Derek Carr back there. You should be able to do something.
And you know what the Saints did? They picked up Jamal Williams. Because you know why? Running backs, in case Kamara ain't there, we got another running back. And then we drafted another running back.
You need running backs nowadays, and a lot of them do it. You need running backs that could catch out the backfield, could line up in the slot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just have a running back just stand back there. They have to do more. Like Saquon, which will make Saquon so important to the Giants, is he catches the ball out of the backfield, and you need that. You need that extra.
I'm laughing because you basically described Saquon Barkley. You talk about what you need, and the Giants have it. Pay the fucking man. Like, look, it's like you have it, and then when it's gone, then you're gonna be trying to search for what you had, and you're never going to find it.
You're gonna sit there and be like, "Damn, I need that, and I don't have it no more." Fuck.
Until Saquon goes to the fucking Cowboys and go nuts. And then he got to see him twice. Because he'll do some shit like that. Because he on some fuck the Giants shit right now. He said he real close to saying fuck the Giants. He's getting close. So I'm going to the Eagles or the Cowboys just to piss Giant fans off once I become a fucking free agent.
I don't think Jerry Jones will let him go anywhere else. I think he'll offer him a max contract because he's like a once in a lifetime running back.
He is what they thought Zeke was going to be.
Oh God.
That's what it was. And if you're a Giants fan, I'm putting pressure on my organization. Like, look, you motherfuckers gotta sign him. I don't care what it takes. Sign him. Because he go into next offseason disgruntled. He ain't coming back.
First of all, he ain't showing up. I honestly believe he'll sit.
Look, you can offer him $100 million a year. He ain't coming back because he feels disrespected. If he goes through another offseason, he's gonna be like, you know what, fuck this. I ain't coming back.
If they're gonna do anything, they have, I think, until week 3 or 4. If they haven't negotiated and done a deal by week 3 or 4, I think that he'd be out. Like next year, he'll just be like, he'll even tell them, "Don't franchise me because I'm not playing."
I ain't coming back. I'll do this 1 year and be out. I will fake. Look, if I was him, I would have faked an injury on the ass the second year.
Do it, Kenny Galloway. Okay.
Look. Oh, my hamstring is tender. I run every time I run. My hamstring.
I got a headache. I can't play. I wouldn't blame him.
Williamson. When I feel like Saquon again, I'll come out there. I will fucking pull a Zion Williamson on their ass real quick.
Except this time it'll be White Castles and not Krispy Kreme.
Look, I'm 100%, but my mental is not there yet. When I feel like Saquon Barkley, that's when I'll come out there. That's what I'll fucking do their ass.
You know what I'm saying? If he wants 16 a year, why not offer him, 15 with incentives? If you gain over 1,000 yards, you make this much. If you gain over, 700 yards receiving, like at least to give him close to what he thinks he deserves.
I don't think it's the money. I think it's the years. Fuck it, whatever years you want.
It's the guarantee money.
Yes, I want you. You can say I'm offering you 15 a year, right? But the guaranteed money is bullshit.
Yeah, 8. They offer him like 7.
Yeah, he'd be like, so they try to tell you, oh, we offered him $14 million. but 7 of that shit is not even guaranteed. 7 of that fucking 14 is not guaranteed. So like,
I would give him, like I said, I'd have went that route if you have a doubt. But to me, being a football guy and you guys that watch football, you know, you're football guys, you see how special he could really be. Why wouldn't you pay him? Because unless you think there's another running back either coming out of college or that's in the NFL that could give you those numbers, that's the only reason why you slide your feet. But if you don't give up a player like that, you don't.
that dude been special since he walked on at Penn State. When to Penn State, that dude been special. Nobody gave a shit about Penn State till Saquon came there. Like after Joe Pa, nobody gave a shit about Penn State. And then Saquon came being Saquon, and then people start caring about Penn State again. And then the Giants drafted him. I'm like, oh shit, the Giants drafted a player. And now you mistreat this player. He's a fucking baller.
Yeah.
You let him go, the Giants gonna regret that decision. Because I'm telling you, he gonna go to a rival and he gonna see this dude 2 times a year.
And go off on the Giants.
And if he's going to a rival, it'll be Dallas.
Yeah.
Because that would be the one. That would be the foot in the back of the face, mushing your shit into the ground. Like,
Dallas not out of this situation either. Dallas don't want to pay Tony Pollard. You let Zeke go, and you don't want to pay Tony Pollard. But Tony Pollard is not on the same level as Saquon Barkley. So I don't know if they slow playing it for Saquon. You know, like, I don't want to pay you, Tony, and Saquon becomes available. Like, hold up, Tony.
Because you know the Giants ain't going to straight up trade with Dallas. They're not going to send, him to Dallas. It would be like, like with the NBA situation with Lillard. He's not going to say, I want to go to Dallas, and the Giants are going to be like, all right, we'll send you to Dallas. No, they'll send his ass to punk-ass Washington.
They ain't sending him nowhere in the division. They're going to send that boy. They're going to send that boy to fucking Tennessee or Jacksonville or some shit like that. He can't see on the Colts. They're going to send that boy somewhere where you ain't going to see it. It's going to be somewhere far. Like, they might even send him to the Chargers and say, yeah, fuck you, Eckler. But this running back disrespect, it needs to stop. And a lot of top running backs are speaking out. Like Derrick Henry spoke out. They're seeing the writings on the wall. So why should we fucking work hard and be the best at our sport and y'all don't want to even pay us?
Well, so didn't Joe Mixon take a pay cut? And he's good.
Yeah,
he's good.
I wouldn't have if I was Joe Mixon. Fuck that.
Fuck you. Hell no.
Fuck you. You wanted to go over the cap, baby. But that
cut somebody else's shit. You ain't cutting my shit.
Well, fuck you. I'll show you. I'll get on the 1 yard line and drop the ball. Oops. So I gotta show you a fucking pay cut. In the biggest game of the year, I'll lay that bitch on the ground. Oops, and walk off. I put that bitch on the 1. I don't care if I broke a 99-yard run. And go right there to the 1 inch line and fucking plant the ball in the middle of the fucking field and walk away. Shit. That's how I feel, man. Like, that's what Saquon Barkley should do. Run that bitch and plant that bitch in the middle of the field and then just walk off. Fuck you, New York. I want to hear.
Do an Antonio Brown. Just take off your shoulder pads, throw them bitches in the air, and just be like, I'm out.
I'm out. I'm like, you might as well, if you're going to take the running back position away from football, you might as well just go 7-on-7. Because there's a lot of running backs that are top players in this league, and people are just
what? And Ezekiel Elliott still unemployed. Go figure. Yeah.
I think people think he you know, you're late
All right.
again. You're in trouble. HR sending you another letter. That's 2 weeks in a row, buddy.
Yeah, that's what a family. Yeah, look, you better make it before we get to the end of the show. We
That's
ain't
right.
staying on an hour today.
An extra hour just to make him happy.
Yeah, that was a one-time courtesy. Everybody gets one. That's it.
Shit, when you sent me the shit at 10 after 8, I was like, yo. I was like, damn, he's early today. Shit.
Fuck, because Mo tired as a motherfucker. I've been up since 8 o'clock this fucking morning teaching classes and shit. I'm fucking tired. I've been talking all fucking day.
SmackDown pissed me off. So
what is the way to do? Eric, I don't have it in me to stay an hour after the show supposed to end. I don't have it in me no more. I don't have it. I ain't got it. Oh man, I'm gonna start treating you like they treat running backs. I'm telling you.
You're gonna be disrespected commentators.
What man? Oh man.
Listen, if the Giants want to win, they need to lock him down. If they don't lock him down, they might win this year or do decently this year. But come next year, they're going to be starting from scratch again. Lock that kid down.
I don't know what to say, man. It just sucks. It's like how can you not take care of your offensive MVP? And I don't want to hear Daniel Jones. I don't want to hear that we signed 10 fucking wide receivers all of a sudden. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that you signed Darren Waller who can't stay fucking healthy. I don't want to hear that shit. That's your best player.
Who are the wide receivers y'all signed?
Oh, we got Cole. Well, today we got Cole Beasley.
Yeah, we Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley. Gotcha.
We got Slayton again, who actually had a good year. Hodges he's going to become a star. Wan'Dale Robinson coming out of injury.
And I think they drafted like 2 receivers or something like that. So
exactly. So
better than what they had last year.
Yes, we're deep. We're more deeper at receiver this year. But I still don't want to hear that because that's the best offensive player on the team. He's one of the best offensive threats in football. And you're telling me, y'all couldn't get a deal done?
Listen, the running game opens up the passing game. That's why it's called, play action pass.
Exactly.
Because if your running back is killing them, you throw that fake. Now you threw 40 yards. I mean, I don't know if Daniel Jones could throw 40 yards, but you threw 40 yards down the field and you're moving the ball. But you don't got a running game. They just lock down your receivers, and that's it.
And if I would dare Daniel Jones to throw the ball. I would dare him to throw it. Go ahead, throw it.
Yeah. I'd have to agree with you. If I was a defensive team and Saquon Barkley was, or they had some just raggedy ass running back, I don't know. You're gonna have to throw the ball, son. Exactly. You're gonna have to beat us.
Prove to us that you can pass 30, 40 yards down the field. Oh, so you do it.
Not only that, 30, 40 yards down the field, 45 to 50 times a game. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to throw the ball. And you're going to be throwing the ball about 40, 45, 50 times a game if your offense is just running the ball.
I didn't have to stretch it an hour. I just said I wasn't going to not have my part. I've been telling you, I can't get you out if you come at this bitch at 2 hours and 30 minutes like you did last year. I can't do it. Man, but man, that's the football, man. We're going to talk about Harden up to his shenanigans again. And we know how Izzy feels about James Harden. He wants out of Philly.
Whatever.
He wants out of another team that he begged to go to.
Whatever. And like the Clippers are any better?
Listen.
I'll pass.
I just want to tell people. I want my spotlight, OB. Spotlight, please. But I was telling people that he was a fucking quitter He was. I don't fucking like James Harden because he's bitch made. I said this on the show, and each year he proves me right. Every year I say I don't care how many points he scores. He would not be on my team because he's a bitch. That's what he is. He's a bitch.
He has no loyalty.
He's scared of a challenge. So I was taught a man scared of a challenge, he's a bitch. So until he proves me wrong, he's a bitch. James Harden is the biggest bitch in the NBA.
I got nothing to add to that.
I mean, if you think about it, what is he even worth anymore? What are you gonna get from the Clippers that's going to make your team better so that Embiid will have a decent team? Not saying that Harden did anything, because really you didn't hear his name that much last year.
Yeah, but he led the league in assists.
Yeah, he did. But this is all I think of James Harden.
You raggedy bitch.
Think of James Harden. That's what he is. That's what he is. I don't care if he led the league in assists. When it's playoff times.
You raggedy bitch.
You're absolutely right. You want a guy that's going to perform from game one to the last game, and he disappears in the playoffs.
Listen, you can ask Houston Rockets fans, you can ask OKC Thunder fans, you can ask Net fans, you can ask the Sixers fans from last year. What is James Harden? They gonna say,
you raggedy bitch.
You raggedy bitch.
That is James Harden. Yeah, that is James Harden to a T. So you think I'm going to trade the future of my team for James Harden? Hell no, I'll just wait till y'all buy him out. That's what's going to happen. Y'all going to buy him out. The Clippers going to wait till the last minute to scoop him up.
He's to me, a player like that is a cancer to your team. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has no loyalty. You beg to get traded to a team. You go there, you play one season. You were the mediocre one. You were the one that didn't help the fucking team do anything. But yet you're like, no, I want to be traded again. And then you're gonna bring him in for what? Mediocrity?
Fuck him.
I honestly don't get why people keep signing him.
I don't get it either. It's because he's gonna give you numbers, but just because you give you numbers is not impacting anything.
Yeah, but what numbers besides assists did he really do last year?
Well, he's still over 20 a game score. It's not like, because they changed the rules so he can't get those crazy numbers like he used to with the free throw line. So he's still like a 24 game score with the assists he has. It's still good. But
I'm sorry, but the only number I'm interested in is the win column.
They win until they get to the playoffs.
Until the playoffs. Then they choke any teams that he's on, they're out.
And they choke like a $5 hole on Pornhub. Let's be real what it is. Let's be real.
Damn.
Let's be real what it is.
A $3 whore on Tubi?
Put it on Tubi.
Put it on Tubi.
Put it on Tubi.
Oh man.
I just don't see why anybody would want to invest in him anymore.
The Clippers,
I really don't.
The Clippers want an all LA team. That's what they're doing. Paul George is from, I think, that area. I know Kawhi and Russ is from that area. So they're getting a new building, so they want all hometown heroes.
And you're gonna put Harden and what's his name back together again?
He wants to go back with Russ. He wants to go back with Kawhi. He wants to go with Kawhi.
And I don't know why, because those guys haven't.
Paul George is from California too. So they got all these from Palmdale, California. So yeah, they want an all LA team. So they're just trying to sell tickets.
Yeah. But he sells tickets?
Yeah.
Like I don't think you'll ever hear out of my mouth, "Oh, I'm going to the game because I want to see James Harden."
He's going to bring the strippers out because he's a stripper Hall of Famer.
Oh Lord.
He's gonna bring the women out because he's the ultimate trick.
Put it on Tubi. Okay. So soon to Tubi, James Harden.
That's the only place he's gonna get his jersey retired is in fucking Onyx in Houston. So he fucking jersey retired in Houston. Shit, that's why he didn't want to leave Houston. He wanted to leave the Rockets, but he didn't want to leave Houston. We used to call him Old Thunder. When Nancy was on the show, we used to call him Thunder Harden. You know why we call him Thunder? Because he didn't make it rain. He made a thunderstorm in the damn strip club. That was Old Thunder Harden. That's what he did. Thunderstorm with James Harden went in there. Man, look, I'm really tired of James Harden every year. It's every year. I'm not happy. Then retire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
I'm not going to put. I'm not like I would because at least me. I'm a big person on loyalty, and he's not. Wherever he goes, he's not loyal. So to me, if you're not bringing that loyalty, you're gonna try to bring my team down. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be bitching and moaning and complaining and crying for every little thing. I don't want that on my team. You gotta go. You gotta go. Because all these guys, they ask, trade me here, trade me there, and then they go to these teams and they don't even fucking produce.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And with basketball just fucked up. I think basketball needs a break because there's so many basketball stories that's non-basketball related. So it's like, oh, Harden not happy in Philly. Oh, why? Y'all went to the playoffs. You're not on a bad team. You on a team that can contend, but you're not happy. But
do you guys think that he gets traded?
Eventually.
I don't think so. It would have to be an interesting package for the Clippers to send to Philly.
No, I think what Mo said is right. Philly, LA's gonna wait it out because eventually you don't want to be there. He's gonna get bought out of his contract, and then they'll bring him in fresh without losing anybody on their team.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be a wait out. Either gonna get bought out or you're gonna get traded to another team that he's gonna say, I'm not playing for you, and they're gonna buy him out. He's gonna get bought out. But just when we thought this raggedy bitch was gone, Mariah Mills came back with more shit. Talk about Zion abused me. So more on the we were with the Venom and Smoke SVU. She said now, after weeks of silence, after millions of tweets, videos, now she's coming back talking about Zion. He hit me. He abused me. And now she tired of staying quiet and all kind of other shit.
Yeah,
You raggedy bitch.
No, money hungry tramp.
not only that, like honestly, if you really sit back, she's trying to demolish his career.
Yeah, the thing is, people forgot about it. Think about it. We forgot about it for that 2 weeks. Nobody talked about it. So now all of a sudden he hits you. You trying to cry. She has sunshades on. I got sunshades on, and my face is wetter than hers because it's hot there. I mean, no tears came out. She talk about he hit me. She put a poster of a movie up where somebody got abused. This shit get ridiculous. First she was pregnant, then she had a tattoo on her face. Now he beating you. Like, come on, man. Listen, if this is not a wake-up call for athletes to leave them tramps alone. leave him alone.
Money hungry tramp.
I'm just saying, if she is making up all this to break your shit up because you don't want her. It's not like he I ain't gonna say he don't want her because he got another chick pregnant.
That's some crazy that's some crazy bitch shit.
I'm just saying, 21-year-old male, man. What you think? He's not gonna commit to you? You're a 32-year-old porn star. Nobody about to commit to you?
Nah, he said I could do this and I could do this. I'm a star. I'm known. I'm not gonna fucking get married to some 32-year-old saggy ass hooker.
Nah. She ain't all that.
Nah, she's not. Her ass doesn't even look that good.
I've seen better holes on Tubi.
So,
welcome Cedar Hills.
Thank you, David, man. Cedar Hill, Texas, in the house. We just finished talking about your Cowboys not paying Tony Pollard, but now we on this chick talking about Zion abused me. But I don't get that. That's not nothing to play with. Like, that is like, you don't throw that on another person.
Yeah, because now there's the NBA has to investigate.
Yeah.
And it's hurting Zion's career.
The thing is, they probably not, because they seeing all the erratic shit she doing. She led with that, they would investigate it. Mm-hmm. She'd have led with that one. You lead with that.
Unless you got a police report, show me proof.
Yes.
But you know you don't need proof of that. You can say he hit me.
I know, because in this country they're guilty and
they're gonna go investigate it. The NBA gonna investigate it, not the cops. The NBA gonna investigate it. And you lead with that if he is doing that. You don't wait after you do 1,000 tweets, after you do a video that nobody's watching. Like she did a music video, nobody's watching. You say you're pregnant, nobody cared. You said you got a tattoo of Zion on your face. Nobody gave a shit. So why tattoo his name on your face if he beating your ass? It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense. That's what shows me she's a crazy ass bitch.
Damn.
And there's no allegedly. She's a crazy ass bitch. You want to sue me? Sue me. I don't give a fuck. She's ruining that poor kid's career.
See, this was Zion when he first saw Mariah Mills.
And brother, how can I be down? How can I get to the yams?
When he went down there for the yams.
You got to get the right yams. You can't just get anybody's yams, because some yams are not good yams. Some yams are tainted. Can't eat everybody's yams.
Listen, you don't eat anybody's yams that fucking posts on fucking Pornhub.
Just like you can't eat everybody potato salad, you can't eat everybody yams. You can't.
With the raisins.
Yeah, that's what she is. She's potato salad with raisins in it.
You can't eat everybody's yams. Some yams are sacred. You can't just go out just get yams, because you might pick up a poison yam and it's gonna poison all the rest of your yams. You can't do it. Let it go. I hope, Zion, you learned from this. You grow from this, because it's next thing you know.
Zion, don't be a Tubi movie.
That is already a Tubi movie.
Then someone needs to die at the end.
Listen, she's gonna fake her death next.
And then she's gonna tweet that he killed her.
Mhm.
Zion just killed me.
She's gonna be worse than that Carly chick from fucking Alabama, who said the dude with the red or orange hair kidnapped her. That's what she gonna be. She gonna say he killed me and I came back to life.
Or I disappeared for a week and all of a sudden I just came back and don't remember what happened. And
Yeah, Zion did it. Whatever happens to me, Zion did it. That's what
Zion
gonna
did
be.
it. Fuck it.
Man,
Now I understand why he's addicted to Krispy Kremes. He got all this pressure in his life.
You got that bad potato salad with Lee.
Yeah, he ate the bad yam and he's trying to get that. He's trying to eat that sweet tooth.
She is shaped like a bad turnip. She is shaped like a fucking horrible turnip.
I'm sorry. When I see her, I see two Beatrice.
Listen, she used to be bad before the surgery. And then she got those surgeries. And women, if you're watching the show, and we got some women watch the show, BBLs are not your friend. Men don't care. I keep telling. I say this at work. Men don't care about BBLs. Women do.
I don't.
I don't care if it's flat. I don't care if it's flat or round.
I can speak to Mrs. B. Mrs. B got it going on.
Look, this is a man. This is a man's personality. Women, if I don't care, round, flat, raised, slightly raised, or you got a low butt. Don't matter. If I like it, I'm gonna go get it. That's men's. This is how men think. We don't care about all that. Y'all want a perfectly sculpted ass. Nobody cares about all that shit. Stop killing yourself for it. Dude, nobody cares. But did you hear about what Dwight Howard is going through?
No, I didn't hear about this.
Let me cue the music. Let me cue the music for Dwight. And I'm going to read what Dwight Howard did.
Okay.
And well, we knew Dwight Howard was gay. We know Dwight was gay. But a guy named Harper claims that he and Dwight Howard started kissing and touching on one another. The basketball star then allegedly texted a person to join them, a transgender person named Kitty. Kitty.
Good. Oh.
Harper claims that Dwight put on adult films after Kitty arrived and interacted with the new guest. The alleged victim claims Howard started inappropriately touching him as Kitty for
Time out. Alleged victim?
Oral sex on Howard. So it was a three-way. All Sausage three-way.
Alleged victim?
You can't say he's alleged. You don't know if it's true or not, so you got to say alleged.
I know that, but are you implying that there was a crime being committed?
Nah, you were invited and you went.
He cut it off before he finished. Harper says then after asking Dwight to stop, he became angry and stood over him while making several threats. Now here come the crime. Howard then demanded that Harper and Kitty join him in the bedroom.
So he mad because someone is upset because they got
over his. God damn.
They got blue balls.
Harper states that once in the bedroom, Kitty began penetrating Howard, who then forcibly made the alleged victim perform oral sex on him. So now that's where the crime comes in at. He said he feels completely violated, and he tried to.
I don't see how you force somebody.
I'm sorry, but are you mad because it didn't turn out like you thought?
Instead. Now Harper is suing the former NBA star for undisclosed amount of damages. Howard is accused of assault, battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and false imprisonment.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you can
I can't see anybody forcing anybody to do that.
Well, women get forced to do that sometimes, unless it was a gun we know about. But sometimes women get forced to do that act. But I guess because Dwight Howard is 7 feet taller, almost like 260. I guess he Well,
Yeah, but I don't care how tall and big you are. If you're in that position where you're performing that, you bite that nigga in his shit and you get the fuck out of Dodge.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I can't see nobody forcing anybody to do that.
Okay,
it
so
happens though. It happens though.
That's your scenario, Jay. However, so whatever dude name is, he's in Dwight's personal home. So you can't walk in my home right now and know what a light switches are. Like he got money. So who knows if he can just activate stuff with a voice control, with a controller that be like, you know what, I got everything locked up, jammed up. So we don't know the scenario what happened in there.
Oh, we know false imprisonment is one of the charges.
Right. So we do know that when dude was like, okay, now I'm worried for my safety, for my health, and so these dudes could bodily harm me. Like, I don't know. I know the way I came in. I don't know.
We don't know how big this alleged dude is, and we don't know how big Kitty was. So
Right.
Kitty might be bigger than Dwight.
It could be. We don't have all the data. So, you know, at the end of the day, like, Dwight gonna take that on the chin because, hey, bro.
Yeah, he was taking it on the chin, all right.
Man, he wasn't taking it in the chin. Dwight took it in the ass. That's what happened. You don't say what it is. He took it in the ass.
Hold wait. Next on Tubi, Dwight taking it on the chin.
When they catch up with dude, man, they got to do something about that. Like, Dwight gonna have to
call this man Power Bottom already. They already had a 30 for 30 called Power Bottom already when he came out with the other allegations with him. So look, one is a joke, two is a trend. The second one.
Yeah, we definitely there.
But I'm starting to think Dwight, you are the Power Bottom, bro. Like you, I just look. If you like what you like, but you can't force nobody to do what they don't want to do.
The thing about it, man, dude. The article I read, and it's pretty much probably the same source that you had, Mo. Dude, Dwight comes out and says, "Well, you know, I ain't gay or nothing. I don't usually do stuff like this. I'm just freaky stuff." How is that not like, say, bro, there's nothing wrong with your orientation. You like what you like, but for you to flat out, and I think it's in a text form, that coming out and saying I'm not gay, but you got a man in your house and you want to perform sexual acts on him. What do you define that as?
Sausage fest.
We're heavily defining denial. Like, my man, like, okay, cool, you got children. Yes, you slept with women. Great. But ain't no way that you penetrating the man and flat out just saying,
oh, the man was penetrating him. Let's get it
penetrated by a man.
That's even worse.
And it's like,
wait. I got the perfect sound for what you just said, Eric. This is Dwight Howard telling the world he's not gay. Wait. Hold up. I gotta add. I gotta wait till the ad go. I hate when they do that. We having it queued up because of the ad.
Oh.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
That is Dwight Howard, man. That's why they call in Ice-T. We need Ice-T in here. Because that is Dwight Howard right there, bro. That is Dwight Howard.
Man.
I don't like you guys are saying. I don't mind. I don't care about. I don't care about your sexual preference, but why do? If you're Dwight Howard, why do you need to force anybody? You know what I'm saying? Are you not that popular, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it.
There's a whole community of people that like the same sex that you can pick from Dwight that would let you do what you want to do. Because, hey, you ain't got to force nobody to do something they don't want to do. Like, no means no. They ain't just for women. That's what men do. So if you, I don't care if he said he was down for it. Once he says no, it's no. Dwight. So that's what a crime is. See, consent is once I say no, the consent is gone. I don't care if I say yes to a million things, but when I come down to it and I say no, consent, it's over.
That's
so
a
now
wrap.
when you
That
do
is a
me
wrap.
anything, it's a crime. That's what a crime kick in at. I don't care if he said he was gonna send the white to the moon. I don't care what he said, what he told the white he was gonna do. Once that man say, all right, I'm not comfortable, the white was supposed to let that man go, and
That was
him
a
and
wrap.
Kitty can switch it
That's
off.
it. Yeah.
Look like I don't want to meet Kitty in the dark alley if she could bend over big ass Dwight Howard. I don't want to meet Kitty in the alley.
Man, look, y'all keep that.
I think I'll lose my belt on that one.
Oh, Mo getting pissed.
You better low blow. You better. Oh,
Dude, I'm running. She can have
that's
the
a
belt.
wrap.
I'm running, dude. I'm not fucking with that, man. No, bro.
Low blow.
She can fucking handle Dwight Howard. I don't want it. I don't want to. I don't want to be nowhere near Kitty. Like, think about this is crazy. Like Dwight, you just was about to make a comeback back to the NBA. The damn Warriors were looking at you. Now this. You ruined your, I guess you could say, third chance back in the NBA.
Yeah, third, fourth.
I mean, and before we had this incident, there was, well, I don't know, they had traction and news.
Time out.
Got yourself in trouble. I didn't have anything to do with it. You can't even admit who you are.
God damn it, leave him alone.
Your dick in my ass means you're gay. Shut up. Your dick in your mouth means you're really gay.
You talking about your girl. I seen her video. She's always getting abused.
That's how she likes it, right, Anthony?
Maybe they should have invited her over there. It could have been a real party. Didn't P. Diddy say that too about him kissing another dude? Yeah,
he was probably kissing P. Diddy.
Did you hear about Northwestern College drama? No, tell me about it, Anthony. Give me a short synopsis and we'll talk about it. I didn't hear about it.
Credit the TV show The Shield, season 2.
Man,
The Shield. Okay.
I was just minding my business and it popped up. I said, oh, look, what did Dwight Howard do? I read it. I said, good Lord. It turned from Dwight being an aggressor to him getting manhandled, then manhandling the person again. Like, wow, he's getting manhandled. This is crazy.
Well, getting back on my thought, they had traction with him discussing where you mentioned him in the list of NBA of the greatest centers in the NBA. And honestly, I'll give him top 10. I mean, just me out of the attributes and what he, as far as his body of work, as far as the court is concerned. I mean, all his other side, what's going on with his, sexual orientation, that's always come up. Like, I don't remember a time where it wasn't brought up. When was it 2009 when he had that run in the finals? It was brought up then, but at the time it didn't really matter because he was relevant due to the success that he was having playing basketball. And honestly, I don't think he needs to continue with his career. Like, you got kicked out, you came back, you got on the team, you got a ring, like, you contributed. I mean, you're not one of those names that we'll bring up, but at the end of the day, we're going to bring up your accolades. We're going to see that you are such and such time all-star. We're going to see such and such that you got defensive player of the year. We're going to see such and such that you're the Orlando Magic franchise leader and whatever. Then we're going to see that you're an NBA champion. Now, with this coming up to light, now you're going to be a clown. Like, now we're going to know, oh, you're the dude who went down for, sexual allegations against you with this dude. And we've already been discussing your orientation before, and you highlighting it, talking about you're not gay. Well, again, I'm going to point out what I said at first. You are the clear definition of denial.
not gay.
He is gay.
I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Dwight needs to hear that. Dwight needs to hear that.
Clearly, this man needs to hear that.
Like, this is horrible, bro. Like, even like I say, like him. Could you imagine if this shit happened and it was a woman? Like, he did that to a woman. Dwight would be in fucking jail right now.
He'd be in jail.
You'd be in jail right now. If that was a female, he forced to do that too. We wouldn't be like, well, how could he force? We gotta get out of that. Like, he might have forced that dude to do it, and then it's just weird that probably weirded the dude out. You seeing big old Dwight getting manhandled. That probably was the one that would probably say, "Oh no, this not my party."
My man said, "Oh no,
oh no, I gotta get out of here.
This ain't the move, man.
Ain't the move."
He wanted to be able to say, "I got Dwight Howard," not "I shared Dwight Howard."
I say, even if I think Dwight Howard never got manhandled, he'd probably been down with it. But oh no, I didn't watch Dwight Howard get manhandled. Oh hell no, I'm out.
Yeah, we out this. This ain't gonna cut it.
That's what he said, and that's what I think happened. I think he was down for it. Saw some shit that he wasn't expected to see. I gotta get out.
And that's the thing about these famous people, man. These famous people be into some weird stuff, man. Like,
you'll never catch me at P. Diddy party.
Yeah, man. Like, you get to an echelon of getting
P. Diddy.
Some resources behind you.
I'm like, look,
I'm definitely not bad boy for life.
Yeah.
Keep that.
Yeah.
I like this. You can love who you love. You can be with who you want to be with.
I ain't the producer all up in their albums, all up in their videos. I ain't that producer.
You can be with who you can be who you want to be.
Nah.
But when other people don't accept it, you can't force them to like it. Like, oh, doesn't that sound right? The LBGQT whatever community, y'all do that shit the same. Y'all do that to us straight people. Just because we don't like something, you gonna force us to like it. No, it's not happening here. And Dwight done it to one of y'all. Y'all full circle. I'm not saying it's
now in that article, the dude that's accusing him wasn't gay, or he was gay.
Well, he was. He said Dwight hit him up, and they supposed to chill, and then they got to being romantic, and then he called over the transgender, and then Dwight put on the adult movies, probably Mariah Mills. Probably put on some Mariah Mills. And then Dwight and the transsexual Kitty got into it when Kitty was the man and Dwight was the female. So that's how I put it there like that. And then Dwight tried to force the guy to top him off.
Okay.
Or he did, according to the dude.
I get it. Yeah.
So now you see why I can see why the dude wanted to run out.
This way too heavy, man.
There's too much shit going on right there. That's too much. I felt bad fucking describing that shit. It's hard to describe. And Dwight, if you're guilty of that shit, you need to be in jail. Like,
now,
real
here's
talk.
the other side of the coin. Now we got this guy, how he feels, and the white side. Now, Dwight, in the midst of this, Dwight actually had his children with him. Well, I guess whatever the situation is, his children is there, but the children was not in the house. Now that this is coming out, like, I'm more than sure one of the children, because he got enough of them, is going to hear this. Now, how do you spin that? Like, how you can only imagine how brutal these children are going to get it when they have to go out into the public, school, whatever is going on, what have you. Like, I really feel for the children.
Bro, I know his children are embarrassed by him, bro. Like, he has to be embarrassed.
You got all the money in the world.
Think about it. Kids nowadays with the internet, if my father was a superstar I'm gonna make sure every time I'm getting a notification when there's something going on with my father. Can you imagine opening it up and reading that article? Damn, my daddy does that.
Man,
Yeah,
look.
we about to talk about this, Andy. I just saw it. Jesus Christ. Like, the Northwestern scandal might be a little worse than this. He just sent it to me.
Oh, wow.
Cue the music again.
Oh,
You're cueing the music again. Law and Order Day
you
here.
gotta do the intro. You gotta do the intro.
We did regular Law and Order in the beginning of the show. We did just Law and Order Special Victims Unit with this with this subject. What's the next one?
Okay, the Northwestern football program found itself in the middle of a major scandal involving hazing, sexual harassment, and potential oversight by not only the coaching staff but the entire athletic department for over 3 years.
Okay, so
The
they,
hazing took place centered around a phrase called running, where, according to former player, a student athlete that make a mistake in practice would be restrained by a group of 8 to 10 upperclassmen dressed in various purge-like masks, who would then begin dry humping the victim in a dark locker room. Here we go with this dry humping shit. Like,
Oh, here we go with this.
Here we
Now
go.
you caught fire.
Eric. Eric.
Now you caught fire.
Take off.
I didn't I say? I said. First of all, when you trying to be funny, okay, you got a limit, you got a cap. You get up to 2. When you getting 3 and above, brother, that's when you need to be concerned. We were just talking about this.
I can't even get down with 2. You can't dry hump a man, bro. You can't dry hump a man. You can dry hump the air 2, but you can't dry hump a man.
Hey, so,
that is definitely not. That's never funny.
You gotta give the illusion, because sometimes you gotta go there. I mean, I'm no comedian. I really don't. I'm gonna stick with my day job, what I do. But I mean, sometimes you gotta give that illusion. And if you gotta go far, you gotta crack a few eggs and make an omelet. Guess what?
I'm just saying, if you gonna do it to the air. By the person, maybe, then there's no violation.
but no more than 3. No more.
I say, if you hump on them once, that's now you're doing sexual harassment. If I don't like it, now sexual harassment.
It's the flag, then. What a flag? It's the flag. Because guess
what? You can't hump somebody without their permission, man. That's what I'm saying. You can hump the air up to 2 times.
1, 2. You looking at it? Everybody looking. Everybody got to do. Whoa, you whoa.
You do it 3 times, you got a problem. Now, if you hump a person without their permission, that's automatic flag. That's automatic personal foul. What are we coming to with these people with this dry humping shit? Like what? When did this start coming about? Like who does this? Like who? I know when I was younger, I dry humped a couple females, but that was what they fucking consent. When I was like a little kid, when I was a kid, you got your little roll on with a female, but that's what consent. I ain't never dry humped the homies, man. What is all this? What is going on, man?
No idea when this became popular. When this became hot in the streets? Where this came from?
I just need to know. Maybe I'm out of touch. Maybe I'm old. When does dry humping your homies become a thing, man? You can't dry hump the homies, bro.
Never.
Not Weston. My God, man. That's why y'all were like 1 in 15 like a couple years ago. You don't see the correlation of dry humping and losing teams. You think they're dry humping in Alabama? You think they're dry humping in Georgia? They're not dry humping. They're running 3-a-days. They're running through practices. They're learning their plays. They're not dry humping the homies. Losing teams like the Houston Rockets, they were dry hump. Their homies getting dry humped. Here we go with the Northwestern. Their team sucked ass for the longest. They're getting dry humped. Don't dry hump the homies or you're going to have a losing season.
Fuck that. Don't dry hump the homies. You could have a broken jaw. Shit.
I'm sad. That shit would have happened to me. All them motherfuckers would have died in that locker room. Anybody who touched me was gone. Look, I was 187. I went out with lead and handcuffs.
You know,
Like real talk. I say I'll be back. I'm gonna be just like your ball for off of White Men Can't Jump, the original one. I'm gonna be back. Going in my car.
Go and get to my trunk.
Everybody
Come shoot everybody.
That's what you was gonna get if you held me down and dry hump me. You better not be in the locker room when I come back. There's gonna be a mass shooting in the locker. I'm being real with you because you ain't dry humping me and getting away with it.
But I mean, let's not sit here and pretend like we don't know, because in these recent years we didn't have these scandals in these sports and what's going on with with the faculty, with players, so on and such. And I mean, let's not just sit here and escape from what's going on.
Oh shit!
Good morning from Staying Cold Bitch Mania.
Well,
what's up, Miss Bitch?
What's up, Miss Bitch?
Bitch.
Oh. Bitch.
Bitch.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump says he's working. Oh, Ben Crump, oh Lord. Ben Crump is on the case. I mean, this shit about to get big.
I know who Ben Crump is.
That's why I said, oh Lord, it's about to get big.
Yep.
A civil rights attorney, Ben Crump, says he's working with at least 15 young men and women who were athletes at Northwestern and they have said they dealt with abuse at the school. Yep, that's it for you, Northwestern.
I was gonna say 6 months from now we'll be doing a segment. Yo, Northwestern had to close down. That's fucked up.
On the death penalty.
It might gain heat. It might
gain heat. Now you're talking Penn State territory.
And that's exactly where I was going.
You say
that's exactly where I was going.
I mean, doc of bitches. She said she would say this bitch. I mean, doc of bitches.
Hey,
this is still funny, but Northwestern, like, dude, like, you can't. That's not okay. That's never okay. You make a mistake. A mistake gets somebody humping me. Like,
that's part of their routine. That's part of their routine of hazing. That's why that lawyer has 15 people, because 15 people probably got dry humped. And this has been happening year after year after year. It's just now with social media and the way that you have access to the internet, we're hearing about it. I'm sure there's people that are, alumni that have been humped 20, 30 years ago. They just never said anything about it.
I'm just saying, like, I know hazing. Like you tie somebody up to a goalpost, throw ice on them. Or you get in the ring and they force you to fight underclassmen to fight each other. Okay, I understand that hazing. But, man, if somebody would have tried to help me at 35, I'd have killed somebody at 35. Ooh, Eric, you'd have been here more than kill somebody in high school. They tried to hump him. That's what the hell happened. You just can't do that. I think back in the days we just knew certain things you couldn't do a man. Like, you couldn't.
Yeah, we live in a different society now. If I was young like that, or young, and we're hazing somebody, I think dry humping would be the last thing we would be thinking about. Like maybe jumping them and beating them down, punching them in their legs or something like that. Yeah, I'll do something like that, but I'm not rubbing my junk on you.
That's the ultimate disrespect of a man.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're straight or gay. Somebody rub their junk on you unwanted. That's the ultimate disrespect.
As I was saying earlier, I mean, like, maybe these guys, maybe some of them don't know. And for instance, I'm gonna go back to what y'all was saying about the Penn State territory. Now, this dude was a trusted coach. Now now Joe Pa, icon, right? Everybody wants to be coached by Joe Pa. Some way, somehow will function. We know that the eyes are gonna be on us because of this guy coaching and what he brings to the game itself. And okay, now he got all these people that he's under. All these people that he's over. He got this trusted guy that he has on his staff, and I'm not trying to exonerate Joe Pa here, but this dude, he's trusted. He's trusted to, carry out Joe Pa, what Joe Pa got going on, what the standards of that school is going on. And these dudes, some of them might be as green as a blade of grass, coming up in here from whatever situation, I don't know what the situation may be. It could be a one-parent household. It could be a two-parent household where they never left, 60 miles from where they live at. It could be a community of, I'm going to say hypothetically, 100 people. They go into this situation with a bunch of eyes on them, and it's like, well, this is what we do down here. Or the dude who's going behind Joe Pop back, like, say, bro, well, this is what we do. And if you want to beat, that megastar, I'm going to make you that megastar, but here's the routine. I'm going to have you work out doing this, and when it's time to freshen up and get ready for the next thing, oh, look, this is what I'm doing. But I'm playing it off that, this is what this is something that I do. I'm just getting you ready for whatever, grooming them, whatever. And I'm not saying it's right, but at the same time, if you knew there's a blade of grass, you coming out being, 17, freshly 18 years old, and I don't know what kind of circumstances that you've came up in, like, it's gross. It's gross. It's gross, man. And, they're like, other guys who came up in the culture, let's just say this upperclassman who came up in a similar scenario, they're going to be like, hey, man, this is what we do. Like, you may feel gross about it, but you might come to learn and love it or whatever. Like, nah.
Not trying to be the PhD in bitch degree you earned from Stanky Bitch University. Goddamn. That's amazing. Did they haze in Stanky Bitch University?
They dry hump in Stanky Bitch University.
I think that's a course.
Dry humping 101.
Hey, hey Doc, did you have any of these kind of bitches in your thing?
You raggedy bitch.
Bitch, they had any raggedy bitches there? But man, I'm just like, it's never okay, bro. Like, I'm like, it's not even about a gay thing. This is a respect thing. Like, when you tell people you can't dry hump the homies, here come the homosexual freedom riders that nobody asked for. They think it's okay to be gay. Nobody's attacking gay people. This is a respect issue.
No.
This is a respect issue. It's like this: as a man, gay, straight, or whatever, you're still a man. If you identify as one, if you identify as a man, you're still a man, and ain't no man gonna let somebody do something disrespectful to him. And putting your junk on somebody unwanted is disrespectful. You can't try to go put your junk on a woman and we're not wanting to watch you end up in jail. Hey. But with men, you're supposed to suck that up. No, hell no. I'm gonna beat your ass or kill you. One of them, you put your junk on me, one of us gotta die. it's one of the things. You gotta die if you put your junk on me.
Like, it's like what Charlie Murphy said in the Hollywood Real Stories with the Chappelle show. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to go.
There's certain things you don't do a man. You don't spit on a man. You don't slap a man, because you slap a man, there got to be a gunfight after that. And you don't put your junk on a man.
Like, somebody got
to always to die. You want to get killed by a man, do any one of them three.
Yep.
Yep. Fuck that scholarship. Fuck them people on campus. They did that shit to me in Northwestern. It'd have been a lot of dead motherfuckers at Northwestern.
And that's what makes the guys snap. Like, we always come around. Our topics always come full circle. So last year we had the dude who went and killed those three guys on the team, right?
Yeah.
And it turns out those guys were, well, one of them wasn't really hard jabbing them, but he was involved in it. I mean, it wasn't a whole, lot, but it was enough to, the man said, you know what? I can't take it. I'm snapping. This is the way I'm retaliating. And unfortunately, 3 young men lost their lives too early.
Right.
Like, that's the thing, man. Like, it gets to a point. Hey, man, keep your hands, keep all that stuff to yourself, bro. Like, some people just can't take it. People can't tolerate it.
Dude, that's physical and emotional abuse. People don't want to hear that because, it's a man. Y'all supposed to suck. Man, shut the fuck up. The ones who be like, you're supposed to suck that up. No, that's mentally and physically abusive to do that. You make them in practice. People come up to you with purge mask on. If you haven't seen the movie The Purge, there's some scary ass masks, and then they grabbing you and holding you down and giving you PTSD right there. So now you're getting held down while some other dude jump on top of you and hump you.
Like the whole way is
now it's what they do that in prison. That's called a prison rape. They simulating prison rape.
Yeah, not this motherfucker.
That's what it is. That's what they do in prison. I worked in one. They hold them down and they do the thing. And the dudes who've been raped in prison never the same after that, bro.
So they're redoing the American History X scene, huh?
Yes, that happens in prison, man. Like it happens. It doesn't happen like people think, but it happens. And when you see those people who get sexually assaulted, they are not the same. They die inside. Their eyes are not the same, bro. The look is not the same. So for you to imitate that and think that shit is funny, bro, like you don't know what kind of emotional damage you're doing to another person. That's why I say that shit is never funny. Like you could be a comedian, you do that shit to me, motherfucker. That'll be the last hump you do. You're like, I'll take that sentence with a smile on my face. And I'll tell the judge I'll do it again. He humped me again, I'll do it again.
Hey.
Keep your privacy to yourself. That's never funny.
Like, but here's the thing. So I did a quick look. So anti-hazing laws. So we got 50 states. So right now, 44 of them got it held down. You can't get around it in 44 states. But seriously, man, it should be.
I just want to know the other states
across the board. It should be a 50-50 with these anti-hazing laws. That's accountable.
Don't have it, so I know not to go there. What's the other states that don't have it?
So I'm looking at it's looking like, okay, let me see. Let me just make sure. State that doesn't have anti-hazing: Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, New Mexico.
Okay, so you got sent to the damn mountains or you're sent to the damn desert. Okay.
You said Alaska and Hawaii also, so that you go to the frozen tundra of the island. So you're the last two, so we can excuse Alaska and Hawaii.
Well, people in Hawaii are typically happy, so I don't
think they need anti-hate. You in paradise. If you worried about dry humping somebody while in paradise, you are just a sick freak.
Right. Yeah.
Look, more people go to Hawaii with their significant others to do the real thing. they ain't trying to dry hump.
Yeah.
If you thinking about hazing in Hawaii, you just got issues. You just crazy. Like this is crazy because thank you, Andy, for bringing this up. But man, I didn't even know ESPN didn't break that shit, did they? I guess it's gonna be on the show. I guess it's gonna be on ESPN tomorrow.
Well, they might try to sweep that one because your boy Greenberg be representing Northwestern to the fullest.
Oh yeah.
So they might try to hide that one.
Doc, you rich as shit, huh? You didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Shit. You need an assistant?
I want to say,
you make it $20 million a year. I'm fucking your assistant.
Yes, you fucking right. So stay away from Northwestern states. The Northwest states, basically the states that nobody goes to. Yep. Nobody goes. I never hear nobody talking about I want to go to Wyoming or South Dakota. States that nobody gives a fuck about. Gotcha. Sorry, people who live there, but nobody gives a fuck about Wyoming. Like it's big as shit, nothing there. Like
out of everything that you could imitate in this world, why would you imitate prison rape?
That's prison rape.
Well, thank you.
What they say. Go listen to the people. Go listen to somebody talk about prison rape. They do the same thing. They get held down and forced to get that.
Go watch American History X. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm
just saying, like, if you somebody, the thing is, it'll be funny. I even give Jalen Green a little more of a pass.
No, go watch Oz, for God's sake.
It wasn't forced. It wasn't forced on the dude. Invited Jalen Green to do it, so I could guess you could
I'm
see.
not giving Jalen Green no pass, man.
I'm just saying. At least it's the difference. The difference is, dude wasn't getting held down, so dude is like what he was feeling. So that's just on dude.
Nah,
weird.
the dude was in the buck.
Yeah, he was
I'm not giving no pass on that, man.
The Jalen Green video, the dude gave consent. So
yeah, he put himself in the buck.
Look, you can make fun of that video because the dude gave consent. You can't make fun of
I'm not excusing this at all, man. That was like
I'm not just saying, if you told me to excuse one of the two, I would have to excuse Jalen Green before I excuse Norton Wrestling, because you forcing people to get something they don't want. Now that's different. Now that's a fucking crime. Now Jalen Green, that is a man law violation. I don't know what the fuck he can call. That's still a flag. Some kind of flag.
What the yellow card at? We gonna yellow card, man.
Jalen Green, but
yellow card.
Yeah.
That's
Western shit.
My background. I'm sorry.
That's a whole nother level of hazing. Like, I don't get that. Like the fraternities haze and shit like that and humiliate people. I'm like, yo, why the fuck would I pay you to humiliate me, man? Fuck you. That's what I told when they came up to me. I said, "What? So you gonna humiliate me? To call me brother after you humiliate me? Make me do all kind of humiliating shit? Fuck you. I know you put your hands on me, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass. I'm not the right person for it. See, I do not to do it.
So when you were in school, you didn't pledge?
I ain't pledge because they came up to me the pledge. I said, y'all didn't. First of all, y'all don't talk. Y'all ain't talked to me ever. So now you need members. Now you want to talk. So to me, that's fake. Two, you telling me? I'm telling you, dog. I told you. I said, bro, I'm from the hood. You put your hands on me, I'm gonna put you in the dirt. Don't touch me. Well, that's all a part of the process. Well, fuck the process. I'm not doing it. Because to call me brother, you shouldn't have to humiliate me.
Demean yourself.
There's other ways we can do shit to make me be worthy of something. I'm all for the little silly shit, like, little dumb shit. You get what I'm saying? Like funny shit. Okay, I'll do it. But when you start talking about beating me or assaulting me in any kind of way, man, look, now we talking real shit. Now I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna take that paddle and shove it up your ass. How about that? The long way. the paddle way, not the handle way, the paddle way.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm going with it. So I'm not trying to say it's wrong. If that's your thing, if you did it, that's fine. But look, to me, I'm like, to call me brother, I would never humiliate my brother. You just my brother. Now pay your dues. Now we in there. We brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We brothers. I'm never gonna shit on my brother. So I never get that part of the hazing, like to haze somebody to call me your brother. No, you my brother. I'm not gonna hold you down and dry hump you and say, "Hey, we brothers, right?"
Nah, because my brother wouldn't do that shit.
Listen, after I physically and emotionally scarred you, right? I'm your brother, right? That shit makes sense, right? Come on, man. That's why I didn't do it. That shit don't make sense. And that's why I didn't pledge. And I'm like, I would never pledge because I'm like, you know what? You do that shit to me, you little motherfuckers was gonna die that day. I told them that in the meeting. It was a Sigma meeting. I told them, you put your hands on me, all you motherfuckers gonna die in this bitch today. I'm coming back. You put your hands on me, I'm coming back. And I'm not coming back alone. And they said, well, it's not for you. I know it's not for me.
Well, I mean, I can't speak on that. And I am pledged. I am pledged to fraternity.
That's why I said it's not my thing. But
right.
Some people join it for the wrong reasons. G. Some people join it just to humiliate because they got humiliated. So they're gonna humiliate you.
And I mean, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying my organization is perfect. Even on the other side, because I'm signed on with the military, and the military does that or have a form of it. Well, I've heard because I didn't experience that at all.
They do, Doc.
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying. That's
dry humping people in the military too.
Everybody else organization. I know I didn't experience that. What I went through, dude was in my face yelling, but boys never touched me and not one single
I
person
can handle that.
touched me.
That's perfect. That's
Well,
perfect. Like I can handle
okay,
it
cool.
yelling.
Yeah, hey, hurry up and move. Hey, this is what we doing. Hey, okay, cool. You can do all this all you want, but ain't nobody touching me out here. I guarantee you. Hey, man, at the end of the day, you a man. That rank stuff, that means absolutely nothing to me. You a man. I'm a man. We gonna have to discuss this like gentlemen or men.
Yeah.
If we get to the point where it got to get to the point where you up in here make contact with me, bro. I ain't asked for that part. This ain't what we signed up for.
Like my pops pledge. My pops alpha. He pledged. He did. And I told him about that. He said, "You know what, son? I respect that because I'm like, I raised you not to take shit. So I'm looking at it how they talking about it. I say, so these motherfuckers just want to beat us. Fuck that. I say, man, look, thank you for the free refreshments. I'm out. Fuck that. I'm not about to look. I don't want to take it to the level it need to be because I'm like, dude, I'm not getting hit with no paddle, bro. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, that's abuse. And then you want to call me brother afterwards. Like, I just, to me, that's abuse. Like, you can talk to me. You could call me everything but a child of God, and that won't faze me. But when you hit me,
we up in here contact.
That's a whole,
whoa, when we
that's a whole
all in your personal
level there, bro.
Wow.
Well, it's a whole nother level there, bro. I was gonna be smoking the city that day. That shit was gonna be all over
the number. The number is 3. You get up to 2. Like 1, be like, okay, you made a mistake. 2, okay, now hold on. Now we going in the territory of intent. 3rd, it's on purpose. Now it's on site. Now, bro, we can screw it. Hey, we can move this person right now.
Most of us play sports. We know you do hazing. There's fights. There's wrestling matches and shit like that. We know that, but nobody went to the level of Northwestern of humping. I have never seen that in a locker room because we knew, hey, bro, we don't do none of that shit. Even if we had a gay person on the team, we don't know if we had a gay person on the team. We know, hey, this is my personal space. You don't get my personal space. We don't play like
shit.
We don't play like that in the locker room. We don't play that.
Ain't no plan,
in the locker room.
Hey, we gonna establish this. Nice, quick, and easy.
Because you do
nice,
it
quick, and early.
So Eric, so Doc, you're admitting that through your hazing, through college, and through the military, you were never dry humped?
I was never dry humped.
Man, I don't think.
Dude, I get 100% without confirm that.
Like, look, I forgot Wyoming even existed. Fuck this bitch. Raise your hand if you ever been to Connecticut. Laughing out. Nobody goes there.
I've been to Connecticut. Connecticut is only about 40 minutes away from here.
I just want to go there to tell Vince, fuck you. That's all the reason why I want to go there.
I've been to that. I've been to WWE headquarters. They don't let you in though.
Oh hell no!
It's gated.
You say, have you seen the new Insidious movie?
I haven't seen this city.
Red Door? Yeah, I've seen it.
They coming out with a new Alien movie in 2024.
Oh, why?
Why though? My drill sergeant was Sergeant Henry Bitchels.
Of course.
I got a lot of names though. There's a new name every time. I didn't know you could use the word bitch so much. Like, dude, like you can put different names. That is a talent.
Well, at least y'all didn't end up like Private Pile.
Oh man, you saw what he did.
Yep.
Yeah. You didn't see Full Metal Jacket. You need to. That's what hazing leads to.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
That's exactly what it would lead to. A fucking
Private Pile.
Yep.
Somebody gonna die if you touch Mo Young. Somebody gotta go. Either you or me. Somebody ain't gonna be on this earth because I'm like, some people take it too far. Like, I understand hazing, little funny hazing, shaving the hair, because hair grows back. Fuck. Shave back.
Or if you had to go do some stupid shit, I could do that. But you're not holding me down and all 12, 15 brothers are going to come one by one and dry hump me. No, when you're done, like Mo said, I'm going to leave, but when I come back, you better not be here.
You better not be it. Look, talk about air this bitch out. You know, that's a new saying. They say, nah, I'm going to air this bitch out. You do this.
I'm gonna kill all of them. I'm gonna go get my gun and kill all of y'all.
That's got to be the phrase of the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna air this bitch out. you dry hump me.
This is not the first time I heard this phrase today.
Just being real with you. Like, the only person I can get away from drying with me is my fucking wife. That's the only one I won't get mad with. And even then, I push it on. What you doing? That's the only person.
Why are we dry humping? Why are we dry humping?
Why? Take your clothes off. We do the real thing. What you doing? We're not 15 no more. What
at
you
that
doing?
point is insinuating. I guarantee you there's no talking at that point.
Look, your mama not there. Your mama not in the house. What you doing this for? What you trying humping me for? What you doing? No. It's like what you doing, you laugh with her. She could do it. Anybody else talking about, yeah, boy, I'm gonna dry hump you. Oh yeah, I'll be right back. Give me a second.
But I think the thing about the dry humping is the fact that somebody else's shit is touching you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Another dude's junk is touching you. You know what I'm saying? That to me is so disrespectful that no.
You can't. You can't. I don't get
it for me, dog.
And then put it this way, the Dwight Howard took it another step and actually, allegedly, put his junk in somebody's mouth. So that's what it leads to.
Yo.
I guarantee you, the Dwight Howard got dry humped somewhere.
Nah, because according to the story, he got humped.
And then the first time I saw some weird hazing that came into light was Anthony Davis when he was in the locker room and they had his butt naked holding it down, and he up there laughing and shit. That's not funny. Like, dude, you're bare ass and they slapping you on the ass, bro. Like, dude, and you think that shit funny? That's the first time I saw hazing like get weird. I'm like, it's weird. That's weird. Okay, that's one thing. Now it's getting weirder and weirder. What this
it's getting out of hand.
This generation is 2023. The entire generation is weird. Like it's certain things that don't apply no more. It seems that it doesn't apply anymore, and it's accepted as a norm. And I really don't like making a turn about it. But then, you know, when we had 45 up in there, it just seems like, oh, hey, we could just excuse it because it's a norm. Like, first of all, if you're held to the highest office, I don't want you ever excusing something that's not supposed to be happening. Like, we don't want that. Like, I'm not saying excuse that. I'm just saying just get past it. But we're not just gonna be up here and be like, and we just gonna sit here and just shrug it off like this locker room talk. Okay, I know locker room talk exists, but from your office, I'm gonna need you to have a little bit more authority behind your voice or a little bit more disgust in your tone when you're speaking of stuff like that. Like, it's not cool, man. Like, we're not trying to make this seem like at any moment that this is acceptable. It's not acceptable behavior in anyone's society.
I just don't get it. It's like lack of respect is gone. Like, dude, don't be humping people, bro. Like, especially if they don't want it. Now, if they invite you to hump.
It's not even lack of respect. It's common sense. You don't fucking hump somebody, another dude.
I'm gonna put
unless you're in a relationship.
Unless you're Josh Christopher, who wanted it. He obviously wanted it. Now, I'm like, if they want it, then hump away. Just 2 pumps is comedy. 3 pumps it's more than comedy.
Hey,
3 pumps a day.
We ain't bad intentions now.
Comedy, 3 pumps a day.
I'm gonna have to peep out that Shaq video because I think that he hit Kevin Hart with 3 pumps.
No, he hit more than 3. It was like 8 or 9.
It It was more than 3.
That's now a homosexual act if you hit 3. More more than 3 pumps. It's now a homosexual.
That's right, Kobe. That's right, Kobe.
That means you actually liked it. That means you actually like humping men. And what do you call a male that likes to hump another male? A homosexual. That's what you are. That's not nothing wrong. That's not bashing.
No,
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't make the rules. Blame Key and Peele. Wait. Yeah, I don't think that's the right song for this shit.
That's the problem. Everybody's humping around.
That's the problem. You can't do it, dude. Like, please, athletes, do not hump nobody, bro. Like, God, leave all the women in college. You can't hump. Women in college, that's all they want to do is hump. What are you doing? If you've been to college, you know. If you've been to college, you know. I don't have to explain any further. You don't have to dry hump. You can wet hump there. You can wet hump in college. You don't have to dry hump. It's wet humping.
I would like to know the female stories. Like, what is it that happened to them? Were they dry humped, or was it something different that happened to them?
Probably be more sinister with the women. With the women's stuff, it's always more sinister. You know it. I just have a feeling if they got a civil rights lawyer there, for one, they're minorities. They bring the civil rights lawyers in there. One, there's a lot of minorities. I'm not going to say blacks or whatever. I'm going to say minorities. A lot of minorities in there. So they bringing him there. The first person, I guarantee you, was black. I'm going to say it just like what happened. In our culture, that's frowned upon. And I guarantee you the people who try hump were white. I don't have to. I ain't sugarcoating shit. That's what happened. Because they think shit like that is funny. That shit is different cultures. See, to them, that might be funny. Like, hey, hump your boys. Hey, high five. I hump my boy. Hey. In the black culture, that shit don't fly.
It does not.
Nope. It's a form of disrespect.
Put it this way. That's shame in that. If you look, I'm like this. I come to y'all and be like, look, Eric, bro, motherfuckers hump me at practice. Man, how many of them motherfuckers we got to kill? That's going to be the next words that come out of somebody's mouth. Ain't no, oh, man, it's funny.
It's time to ride. It's time to ride.
Ain't no, oh, man, it's funny. If Eric came to me, yeah, bro. I just have basic training. Them motherfuckers hump me. Man, we going back up, yeah.
It's time to ride. It's time to ride.
Let me call the homies. We about to go to war with the U.S. government. We about to go to war with the U.S. military.
Private pile.
This bitch. Like, what? They did what?
Nobody better touch my jelly donut.
I'm just saying, man, like, it's not different cultures. So the shit, if in your culture is funny, probably not funny in another culture. That goes for anything. It goes for orientation. Shit that straight people think funny, gay people might not think funny. And gay people, same vice versa. Shit you might think is funny, it's not funny to us. So keep your hands in private to yourself. Shit is never good, bro. Like, I never heard a man say, you know what? Yeah, that was funny when them dudes humped me. I have never heard that in the 38 years of living. I have never heard a dude say, man, that was so funny. Ever.
I want to know, like,
have you ever heard that, Jay? Izzy, have you ever heard somebody say, oh, that was so funny, the dude dry humped me?
No.
No, I've heard people say, yo, this dude did this to me and I punched him in his face. I've heard that.
You trying to do that and you got bitch slap for his trouble.
I've heard, yeah.
You don't
know.
Only time you dry hump is only two ways you dry hump. If you're 15 and you can't get any yet, you like between the ages of 11 and 15 and you can't get any yet, the girl not ready. So y'all dry hump to get a feeling, or you trying to demean the person. And none of them are between the ages
Yes.
of 11 and 15. So they were trying to demean them people. And that shit is not right.
I want to know how many of those attacks at Northwestern were reported, and that's why they brought in the lawyer, because the school
It's a lot.
probably tried to sweep a lot of it under the rug.
See, that's the thing about going to PWIs, man. A lot of shit gets swept under the rug. Like I seen a lot of people OD at where I went to Tulane, and you didn't hear too much about it. You just see them put them in the body bag quietly and get them off campus. Like
Exactly.
I have seen some shit that went down at college that people wouldn't believe, and it gets swept under the rug because that person has money. Put it that way. Like,
And that's the
they get
thing.
money, and they can sweep the shit under the rug. That's why I said that's when I first learned money is everything. People can say money ain't everything. Money is everything in America, bro. If you got money, you can get away with anything.
In the world, money is power in the world.
Yeah, in the world. But I'm just saying, like, in America, definitely. Capitalist society, money is everything. They could pay to get you off in college if they wanted to, if their daddy rich enough.
You're right.
Like, these people magically dying in college. Like, it's magically dying.
Nah.
That ain't magic. They are getting away with murdering somebody, and it's getting covered. Shit like that happens, bro. Like, so for you to even hump somebody like that shit, bro, and think nothing's gonna happen, eventually somebody gonna get tired. You know, that's not cool. And don't, I will tell anybody, don't hump. If you're gonna haze, don't hump. Throw cold water on them. Get the ketchup and mustard and spray them with that shit. Some funny shit, man. Go back to the comedy shit. The humping,
making them dress up funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Making them walk outside dressed up in a diaper or something like that. Yes, but there's all this sexual shit.
Don't demean
not in this
person.
society.
I can tell it to you. I'm just saying, like, don't demean a person, because you'll never know what part of you reach their breaking point. That could be the breaking point. We don't know if this person been sexually assaulted their whole life.
Exactly.
That could be a private pile moment.
Yeah, and then you come and you hump, and that person bring an AR to the school. Now that person's the villain. No, he's not the villain. He's the victim. He shot your ass because he felt like he had no other way to do it.
And
that's not how they're gonna paint that person. They're gonna paint that person as a crazed gunman that went on school.
And that's another thing. I mean, I don't want to get off the topic of sports.
It still goes together. We know it's like
I know. So I mean, but I'm gonna choose the best. I'm gonna defer to you guys on that one.
I'm just saying, like, with that, I just know because I deal with the psych side in my real job.
Mm-hmm.
So you start learning that some of these people be victims that snap.
Right.
And then you paint them as a crazed person, but don't realize they got driven.
It's really not that scenario.
Yeah, it's just like you get driven to insanity. You could get driven to being insane. You could be a pretty sane person, and then somebody drives.
What I said earlier about the dude that was on the football team that got kicked off the football team.
Yeah,
it was already mentioned. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like I'm not taking up. I don't want people to say, "Oh, Mo taking up for gunman." I'm saying you never know what the fuck could happen.
An event that'll happen, that'll break the line. It'll just that was it. That was the last straw.
And just like that is one. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not making no excuses, but that is one I could see a motherfucker saying, you know what, I'm gonna shoot up the whole motherfucking school, because I have been. You're basically taking a man's manhood, like, without taking it. Pretty much taking his manhood and womanhood. Since I found out it's women too. Women don't like women can snap too. Don't think because women they can't snap.
Right.
Women can snap too. You can't. This sexual assault
it don't belong. It's not exclusive just for one gender.
No.
Women are people as well. You know.
Yeah. And I'm just like, sexual assault is never funny. I don't get that. I never did get that. Like, even with dudes groping on women in the club that didn't want to be groped on, I never liked that shit. Like, I've shied away from people who like that, like who like to just grope on women without their permission.
You're right.
Like, that's not cool.
That's gross and lame,
That's dry humping too. You jump on a woman and she don't want you. You force her to dance with you. Yes, that's sexual assault, bro.
Yeah.
Now, if you're dancing and she backs it up, that's a different story.
That's one dry humping.
What's up?
Damn jeans on fire. What's going on? All that friction going on. But that's different. But people got to learn the lines of sexual assault and comedy. They're not the two. You can't say, "Oh, it was funny," but it's still sexual assault.
Yep.
Right.
And you can go to jail.
You can't use that excuse. Yeah, it was funny. Everybody laughed. Yeah, but you also sexually assaulted the person. You know what I'm saying? And people.
My wife says no is no. Like, if I want to do something and she don't want to, no. You can sexually assault your wife.
And that's another thing. It can exist with couples that are married, like couples that are committed to each other. It still can exist. So no one's exonerated here.
That's sexual assault. So it might not be funny to you. Might be funny to you. It's not funny to the next person. So people, it's a serious subject. That's why we spent time on it, because it kind of transitioned from Dwight Howard to Northwestern, and it kind of like one and the same if you look at it. All sexual assault.
Exactly.
People, you have to respect other people's boundaries before we get off this. Like, we gotta respect people's boundaries as a nation. We gotta respect our boundaries, and that's why a lot of fuck shit is going on in this nation right now, because people are not respecting other people's boundaries. Just because somebody don't understand your boundaries, don't mean they don't respect them. So you don't force your boundary on somebody, and you don't overstep your boundaries. That's the perfect thing. If everybody stay in their own box. Like, we're in our own little box on this show. Everybody in their own little box. Stay in your box. Stay in your lane. And America will run great if everybody just mind their own fucking business and don't infringe upon another person's beliefs. It'll be better. Like, that's why I like this podcast. Everybody got different beliefs, and nobody beefing with everybody. I'm not beefing with this person because they believe in this, and I'm not trying to force my beliefs on nobody else. That's why I love this podcast, man. It's what the world should be like, man. It should be like us. And Miss Bitch. I just waiting on Miss Bitch to come out with another name. The King of Bitchington or some shit she gonna come out. Oh man, that's good.
What's your name?
That I saw that when I was watching them.
I thought it was a coach.
The guy,
the strength coach.
The strengthening coach.
Yeah.
But I'm to the point to where I'm like, who cares?
Okay.
Like, it's not a big deal no more. Like,
Yeah, like,
okay, cool.
Okay.
One.
Can you make the Jacksonville Jaguars stronger? That's all I care about. I don't care about
yes. Can you do your job?
One, it's not even worth the clickbait. It's not worth the click. It's not worth headline news because, okay, it went federally. It doesn't, in our country, it doesn't get any higher than them putting the lights of your representative flag on that building. Like, I still haven't seen something with, black people being on.
Never seen a Pan-African flag fly.
Like,
I saw them in kente cloth, but I never saw a flag fly.
Seriously, like, for real. The biggest thing that I seen is the road that leads to the house had Black Lives Matter. And I think they renamed the street Black Lives Matter Street or something like that. I think. That's as big as we got. But they put the lights on the building, like flying it right there for the world to see. So
it's not a big deal anymore. Like, I see what Michael Sam did. Like, it was something that we never saw before. And it was okay, it's a big deal. because we never saw it before.
You're right.
Now it's like every
Now-
day seems like somebody coming
Okay.
out.
Y'all exist. We get it.
We know.
You know?
We know. I applaud you for being
Right.
gay. Can
Yeah.
you help me bench 350? That's all I mean.
Right.
That's all that matters. You help me bench. I don't care who
I
you're
don't care.
Like real talk. Like most of America don't care. Like,
Right.
dude, you can be gay. I don't care. Can you do your job? That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to move this furniture in this house. Can you help me get this couch up in this room? Like,
Yeah. Can you help me squat
down
600?
my stairs? Like, I don't care about all that, man. Look.
Look, can you get me the Saquon quads? That's all I want to know. Can you get me those? If you can't get me those, I don't care about if you being gay, bro. Like literally.
Hey, why is this a topic, man?
Man, that's why I didn't put it as a topic, because I'm like, so what? What does that make him special? Like, I want to get like Stone Cold. What does that make him a top strength and condition guy because he's gay?
Right.
Yeah.
Like how
I
is
get it.
The Jaguars.
I get it. The NFL is considered a masculine league. So, okay, he came out as being gay. So, because of the whole movement that they've had the last couple of years, it's like, oh, it's a big thing. Hey, yay. We have a gay guy that's the strength and conditioning coach in Jacksonville. And like Mo said, I don't care that you're gay. Can you help me bench 350? Can you help me squat 400? Can you make me a better and a stronger player with your workout? No, you can't. It doesn't matter if you're gay or not then.
Because I would call you a shit coach if you were straight. So you're going to still be a shit coach if you're gay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Can you help Trevor Lawrence throw that bitch 90 yards on the rope? Can you do that? My thing is, NFL is always late. Like, dude, look at the WNBA. Somebody's always getting married or coming out in the WNBA. Somebody's always gay. Every day is a new gay person that comes out, bro. That's the world. Just like there's a new every day there's a straight person here. It's gay people. We exist. Okay, we exist. But the difference, I'm saying, what I don't think I like about that movement, they try to equate it almost to black struggles. Like, I can't hide being black. You can hide being
black. Right.
I don't care. Like, that should not, this gay right, straight right should not even be a fucking issue, because I should not know what you're doing in your bedroom. Like, that's what it is. Well, I'm tired of hiding it. You don't have to hide it. You don't have to hide it to the person doing it with. But you don't have to announce the world. Like, I'm like, that's like, how crazy would this sound? Hey, fellas, I'm announcing I'm straight. And y'all be like, so? We know this, Mo, you're married. Like, we know this. Congrats.
What are you telling us?
Give yourself a damn biscuit.
Like, Mo, can you run a podcast, Mo? Who cares if you're straight, Mo?
Yeah, exactly. Are we going on Thursday and Fridays? Yeah, are we going to be on at 8:30? All right, cool. That's all I care about.
Yep.
It's like, thanks for the announcement, people. Thanks for the announcement, Mo. But who gives a fuck? What we talking about when? What we talking about Thursday? What we talking about Friday, Mo? Who gives a fuck what you do in your private life? That's how I feel when people. I'm gay. Okay, it can't, like the pass rusher, man. Who it was for the Raiders? Nassib, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Nassib, Carl Nassib.
Carl Nassib.
Yeah, came out. Can he get me sacks? That's it.
Exactly.
I don't care what sacks deal with outside of here. I'm talking about on the field. The only sacks I care about is he taking the damn quarterback down. I don't care about him liking sacks outside of the field. That I don't care. That doesn't matter. I just need you to fucking sack the quarterback, bro. I don't care. Does gay make you a better pass rusher? Does being gay help you stop the run? That's what I want to know. It doesn't give you superpowers, because if so, we need more gay people on the team. like seriously, like when they come out with that, that's how I think. Let a Saints player come out gay. Does it help the Saints? How does it help the Saints?
Hey, man,
Like,
look.
does it make you stronger? Does being with another man make you like Aaron Donald? Like, if it does,
Hey,
by
man.
all means, sleep with all the men you want. If it don't, then shut the fuck up about it. I don't care. It's not helping. It's
Yeah.
not helping in any way.
At this point, I don't care if you're gay or not. Are you a good human being?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you respectful? Are you gonna, if somebody tells you no, are you gonna listen to no, or are you gonna be like, hey, I'm gay and and I'm above the law? Because that's how some of them even come across. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you talked bad about us. We're better than that, and da da da. And I'm not all about that. It's the person as a human being. You know what I'm saying? Who cares who you're fucking? I don't care. Are you a good
That's
person?
all it is. It's not a race. Gay is not a race. Gay is an orientation. That's what it is. It's an orientation.
Yeah.
It's an orientation. All it means in breakdown is your preference. That's all it is. It's an orientation is your preference. You prefer this. Okay, that's what you prefer. I don't prefer it. Doesn't make that I'm scared of you or hate you. It's just not my cup of tea. Like,
but I don't need to know your preference.
That too. Some people like green tea. Some people like Earl Grey tea in Britain. Hey, we all have different cups of tea. Some things I like, y'all might not like. That don't mean I gotta announce what the fuck I like. Everything I fucking like. Like, seriously, like this.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, sometimes it just don't deserve the announcement on the PA system. Like,
yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm gay. What the fuck? Like, why? We talking about NFL Live. And my grandma love her so much. Fighting, she's still fighting early onset of dementia. Like, I was sitting with her today. She said, "Why is this news?" This is my grandma who's battling dementia. She said, "Why is this news?"
Wow.
And we all have gay family members. So why is this a problem? We all know someone who's gay. Why is this a problem? Like, why is this a big issue?
Why?
And I find it, most people who are living their truth and proud of who they are don't announce who they are.
Yes.
These newfound people who coming out trying, because they're not proud of who they are, trying to make other people conform to what they want. That's the problem. And that's what makes people turn away from it. Because real people who live their truth, they don't tell you. They're humans.
Just take.
I'm black. like it'd be like, I'm black. They don't say I'm gay and black. I'm black.
Let's take Frank Lucas concept from American Gangster. The loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room.
Yes. People are not saying they hate gay people. People are saying they hate this certain type of gay people that come there trying to push their agenda on people. And it's not even hate. It's just hate that you're pushing something on me that I don't want to see. That's my preference, just like you want to see it. That's your preference. I would never push my straight agenda on you. Hey, live your truth. But don't try to push something on me and that make me feel weird. Now I'm the bad guy because I'm saying no. Because wasn't it like a show where Genuine didn't want to kiss a transgender and it got big news? Straight man doesn't want to kiss a transgender. He's straight. Like, I was looking at this, he's straight. Why is this news? Water's wet. They try to paint that man as a homophobic, but no, his preference is to kiss naturally born, women.
Women.
It's not a problem. That's not. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so we go back to that. Him announcing that he's gay is okay. I'm glad you came out. That made you feel better. How is Trevor Lawrence and Trevor Etienne doing? Like, that's all we really care about.
It comes to the point that I'm not even applauding this shit anymore. Who cares? I don't care who you fuck. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to come out. Why? I can understand coming out to your family.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But why you gotta? I don't care. Like if I'm a Jacksonville Jaguars fans, I want to know: is my team gonna be strong? Is Trevor Lawrence's arm gonna be strong? You know what I'm saying? Like, are my running backs gonna be, like you said, have Saquon quads? I
Yeah.
want to know that stuff. I want to
Yeah.
know that you're gonna do your job. I don't care who you sleep with. It really doesn't. It doesn't make it, and it doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't.
Nah,
You just putting yourself in the spotlight for what?
Like it's like there's a thing to do. Okay, you come out. That used to be a big thing to your family. Like when a gay person came out, they usually did it to their family, and that was a big issue because that's people they care about. They didn't really care about Joe Blow who down the street. They didn't care about what he thought. When they say let's get Ja Rule message on this. You remember when Jason Bell said that? Let's get Ja Rule's input on national news. They didn't care about Ja Rule's input on whether he gay or not.
boy.
They cared about their family. So long as you tell your partner or whoever you deal with your preference, that's fine. Everybody else don't need to know. I don't need to know your business. I don't want to know your business. Like I would have a gay friend. Like if he gay, as long as he stay in his lane, I stay in my lane. We could be friends. I don't care about all that, man. I don't care about that. like what? Like
As
I
long
don't have
as you
a problem
respect
with
my
that.
preference,
Yes.
do you?
Like if I had a friend that came out talking about I've been gay, okay. When are we catching the next game? That's good and all. When we catching the next game, we won't go to the same clubs. We won't hang out doing the extracurricular activities. We won't hang out in the same thing because we're looking for different things. But we can go catch a game together. Yo, man, game on. I don't care about what you're doing. Man. I don't care about now the activities you indulge in that I don't agree with. Yo, that ain't my party. You have fun. I'm out. It don't have to be like, oh, it's not like back in the day, like, oh my God, he's gay. It's not a shock anymore. Early
Nah.
like, shock. So for him coming out, it's not really a shock.
Like I said, it's not worth the clickbait. It's clickbait.
Yeah, basically. Because it didn't matter. It didn't make Jacksonville any better, him coming out.
Yeah, facts. Like they have to get. I'm proud that he living his truth, but it has to make Jacksonville better. Now, if he makes it better, then hey, you can say he's the first gay coach to win the Super Bowl. I get that. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, it's great for their community. That's kind of like first black quarterback to win the Super Bowl. Like Doug Williams. Hey, cool. That's great for the community because he did something great.
Yes.
Coming out saying, "Hey, I'm gay." Okay, and this helps. How?
You and whatever the number is for the people in the country that identify with that.
I guarantee you, there's a multiple gay players probably on Jacksonville team, but they probably keeping their business to themselves. Don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of those things we don't care. Okay. And the more people think like us, I guarantee you it'll be the better. You don't have to pick a side, people. You don't have to pick a side. We human. Pick the human side. Everybody's human. I don't care if you're gay, straight, or other, because some people don't identify as either. You could be non-binary. You could be asexual. I don't care what you are. You're welcome here, as long as you don't come with that fuck shit. As long as the fuck shit comes in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, as long as you ain't trying to dry hump me, I'm cool.
When I mean fuck shit, as long as you don't come with no hate speech, like calling us the N-word and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta pick a struggle, bro. You can't be gay and a racist too, bro.
You're right.
You can't be a gay racist.
Man, look.
You can't. You gotta pick a battle, man. You definitely gotta pick a team if you're a racist. Or you gay. You can't be both. But Ooh, man, it was a good show, man. See, Eric, we lasted longer than I thought we would. We talked about real topics, bro. Because
We did. It got real.
man, and I didn't think, and I thank Anthony for bringing up Northwestern. That was a
Yeah,
good,
definitely.
Yeah.
a good one.
Definitely.
Man. That was a good one.
Yep.
Has to, he wasn't feeling well, so he had to get off. But I like, he gonna probably shout out us and shout out Lala and shout out his wife because she just had a birthday yesterday. So get well and put your wife in the buck tonight. There you go.
Well, no, real quick, go ahead and take care of your health first. First and
Yeah.
foremost, so get
that's the one time to
going. Whatever the doctor recommended for you, go ahead and take care of that. Handle your business, man, and prayers to you. Get well soon.
Yeah.
And
definitely get well soon, and
stepping up and doing double duty because he did what the count was yesterday for y'all. Y'all did 3 hours yesterday.
3 hours
for wrestling. So
I didn't expect him to come on tonight because it was his wife's birthday weekend.
He stuck tough. So yeah. And while I got the floor, I guess I can start off the shout outs. As promised, as I said last week, I wanted to wish the ladies, Miss B, happy belated because your birthday was yesterday. Ro, your birthday is coming up
Sunday.
And also that I didn't recognize it all at the same time. So everybody know I lost, my last living grandparent. Well, guess what? I have an adopted grandparent, my wife's grandmother, who we effectively call Bubba. She's in town with us celebrating. So that's why I kind of was in and out the show yesterday because she actually came to see the house. Her birthday is Sunday. So, birthday shout outs. Month of July, y'all go ahead and shine. Y'all, hey, it's y'all season, baby. Y'all enjoy y'all month. Yeah, go ahead and live it up to the fullest. The birthday,
those Leos. Them Leos will get ready to roar. I'm in a house full of
Leos on the horizon.
Leos.
And while we're talking about national days, go ahead and let's acknowledge that today is National Junk Food Day. And also, why is the 21st? It's National Legal Drinking Age Day. For those who enjoy their little taste, go ahead and get your taste on, baby. You legal. Go ahead and get it on. And
only Doc will find that holiday.
I cannot leave without shouting out, the commission and my co-hosts, and everybody as a whole that has something to do with the show. Everybody who tuned in, everyone who commented, everyone who was here with us, YouTube, Facebook, our Twitter. I think Mo said something about getting TikTok going.
No, Tubi.
Get Tubi going.
Tubi. Hey, Tubi. Hey, I'm about to.
Get on Tubi, boy.
Go find my
we get on Tubi, they gonna see
right now.
Put it on the Tubi.
What's going on with this platform?
Bro, if we get on Tubi, this show is gonna be totally different.
It's gonna be on, man. And also for the brothers, for my brothers personally. I think I came a few weeks ago and said, men don't get to acknowledge their feelings of this, that, and the third. And I wanted to take this time to actually say, and even when I shout out you guys are included with being in the brother category. I'm not going to be ashamed about it, man, to say I love my brother. So I want to have a quick shout out and use the platform to say, guess what? I'm going to be in tune with my emotions with this. And I'm just going to break that stigma that we don't do that because brothers don't get enough love as is. It's not just women that say, we can say, I love you too, So I want to take out time for that.
You're not coming out, are you?
No, I'm not coming out, man. I'm happy married to my
okay to tell us on the bag you love them, bro. As long as you don't hump them, man. As long as there's no dry humping, bro. Love you too, bro. As long as there's no dry humping involved.
No dry humping whatsoever.
Good.
I can't handle that, bro. But man, that was a great heartfelt one, man. Like, Man, like you need more brothers to say that, man. Like there's a lot of men that walk around with chips on their shoulders and stuff. So definitely you need to, hey, tell your brothers you love them, man. Like seriously.
Especially when there's a lot of guys out there that don't open up, and maybe if they knew that more people cared, they'd be reaching out to even let stuff off of their chest and whatnot, because there are a lot of guys that, because we're supposed to be macho, won't show that weakness of showing that your feelings and whatnot.
Mhm.
I'll definitely shout you guys out, and like always, shout out Lala on all platforms, Twitter and IG and the whole 9 yards. Definitely was a good show tonight. Anthony, definitely like that you brought us to the attention uh of Northwestern. Um, we bring up the Brett Favre thing, and I don't understand why it's taken so long for them to actually do something about this dude. But like always, it wouldn't be a show if we didn't say fuck Brett Favre,
Always fuck Brett Favre.
and Brett Favre eats corn the long way.
I was just about to say that. He does.
For some reason, that popped into my head during the broadcast earlier, and I was like, you know what? I gotta make sure in shout outs, I make sure I let people know that Brett Favre eats corn the long way.
I
And
got to
def-
make.
and
I got.
definitely the chemistry and stuff that we have together, even when Izzy pops in, we do have great shows and it was a great subject matter tonight. It might have not been a lot of things to talk about sports wise, but the stuff that we did talk about, I think was very important for people to know, and to know exactly what's going on in our world.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
definitely. It had to do with sports because it's Northwestern sports team, like it's hazing in sports. The White Howard is a public figure, and he's out here wilding.
But I'm saying we didn't have, like, we'd be like, oh, you saw the games last week or whatever. Right now we're in that lull where, unless we're gonna sit here and do statistics in baseball, to me that would be a boring show. I like that we wait for baseball. We might throw something in here or there, but we wait until playoff time to really talk about baseball. So the
Definitely.
fact that we were able to talk about Dwight Howard situation, Northwestern, Saquon Barkley, which, that to me, top news. If you don't sign a superstar like that, you guys got a fucking problem. And when
Exactly.
you're shitty this year and them fucking Giants come in last, Izzy's gonna hear it.
Oh, Izzy gonna fucking pour a gasket. Yeah. Man, I know Izzy gonna blow a gasket if fucking they, because he talked all that shit.
Saquon. Woo.
Turn it. Look, Izzy talked so much shit for the Giants. So if it don't work out, Izzy is gonna be mad and he's gonna have another rant. But I just want to say, shout out to y'all, man, for joining the show, for doing the show, man. Shout out to Izzy for being, for coming on the show and powering through. I didn't expect Izzy to come on the show. I normally put their name on it, but I just want to give Lala a special shout out for stealing my money while I was on Monopoly while I was fucking teaching the class. I got something for you, Lala.
You raggedy bitch.
On Monopoly Go. So if I see you on Monopoly Go, I'm stealing everything. It's war. Like I think this might cost people friendships because you get got when you busy. So I was teaching the class. I come back first day I see is La tearing down my shit, stealing my money. I got her ass back though. So,
that's funny.
shout out
Somebody
to La.
recently sent me a thing for Monopoly Go.
Yeah, Monopoly Go. I'm gonna send you one. Monopoly Go it is definitely a fun game. You can get it back at your friends with, and I see why people like it. addictive as fuck. You would just be pressing buttons, playing Monopoly, because you know the real Monopoly cause fights.
The real Monopoly in relationships,
Yes.
friendships, relationships.
Yo, I used to work overnight shifts, and I used to when we used to come. I used to work with my brother's really my niece and nephew's mother. And when we used to get home from work at like 7 o'clock in the morning, we would always play a game of Monopoly before we went to bed. The game never finished because she was so good at it. I would get up in the middle of it and just I would do the whole board and just toss everything up. She'd have hotels, she'd have houses, and I'd be like, fuck this shit, you cheat.
Yep.
And I used to just throw the whole board off the table and walk out. I'd be like, I'll see you later for work. And I would go home and go to sleep.
I used to steal money. Don't let me be the banker. I used to palm all the $500 bills. I'm giving it to you, but I'm palming them. They give me my change, okay? I'm palming that shit. More where you get all this money for, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
I guarantee you, not one of us has completed an entire game of Monopoly in our lives. I guarantee you.
I have.
Completed it. Really?
Yeah, we went almost. I would say we went almost like 4 or 5 hours playing.
Yeah, I never saw everybody bankrupt. I knew normally it'd be like down to like 1 or 2 people, and it'd be like, fuck it, draw.
And it always ends with somebody say, you know what, let me flip this off.
Well, I'm gonna play
lost track of the money. It's always something. At least I know I ain't never finished the entire game of Monopoly itself. Nah.
But man, like I say, I thank Anthony, because Anthony really made the show go like as long as it did, because he brought up the Northwestern thing, and he also brought up the coach that came out, which we said really didn't care because hey, it's not really new to us anymore. And man, thank you, Anthony. I'll always thank Miss Bitch and all her bitch names. I just like it because she just give us so many comments. Like, don't even be about what the hell we're talking about.
She got names, locations,
and she likes Doc.
He's making 20 mil a year. Shit.
Mama made it.
Oh man, I even see this. Terrence Crawford. Shout out to my nigga Bo Young. If you are the real Terrence Crawford, come on the show, baby.
Oh, word?
Hey, his name says Terrence Crawford. Salute everyone.
Salute.
It's the real Terrence Crawford.
You think it is?
I don't know, but I'm gonna say it is. I don't know. Don't want to know. I got shouted out by chat. Knock out Eric's ass. Hey, if that is the real Terrence Crawford, we winning, baby.
Come on the show.
I'm famous.
Be a special guest.
Oh man, it's probably not the real Terrence Crawford, but hey, I like it. And of course, Jay, you always putting let's get it on there even before we get off. Anthony says the only thing black people messed up on was the Wiz. Man, y'all ain't gonna let you get on the Wiz, even though
I kind of like that version.
Michael Jackson had a Reese's peanut butter cup on his nose. The rapper, you ever look at it? Damn, Twitter in my childhood, bro. Out my wife yesterday. I know it's her birthday Sunday, so man, I'm just gonna try to give her the best birthday she could have. I'll be refreshed for the show on Thursday. I like that this show. I was drained as fuck. I told my wife, man, I don't know how I'm gonna do the show. I was drained because I literally was up when I went to sleep. It was 2 a.m. Had to get up at 6, and then teach 2 classes at work, and then go check on my grandmother who's doing good. Making sure she walking and stuff. And then I come straight home and did the podcast. Like I have not breath. like yet. And y'all made it so fun and easy to talk. It like Izzy said, it really is therapy, and it really I'm like really shocked that I went this long. I'm really shocked, and that lets me know it's fun and engaging that I don't even show that I was tired.
Yeah.
Like I
Honestly,
barely.
when you sent that early like that, I was like, okay, if I sign in, he's gonna see that I'm on, and we're gonna start the show. I bet we don't even go till 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
Was
and I was
was my
like,
thinking.
man, I said, let me set it up quick because I don't want to mess it up. So I just set it up and just put it out. And then I said, man, I'm just gonna sit here to set. I was just sitting here trying not to doze off, and I saw 7:27 my time, 8:27 yours. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna hit it right now, get it started, and then everything started flowing, and then I got energy. Like I really didn't have a voice until I said, "Welcome to the Venom and Smoke podcast." I was working on my voice because I was talking all day in class. So, you
Right.
teaching,
Yeah.
sometimes you get hoarse. So I'm like, shit, I'm down in water, drinking smoothies, doing all kind of shit before
Right.
we got on. And then, boom, once we got on, my voice came back. I'm like, cool, good. I'm like, shit, I don't know. If Jay do, I was about to type, Jay, you might have to do the intro.
And the funny shit is, you hooked this up early. I was sitting in front of my camera like this from quarter after. I was like, I'm gonna sign in. I said, one, Eric ain't beating me to the damn show today.
Well, I seen it. I could have hopped on. But like I said, I was doing some family business stuff.
Yeah, I
So
understand that.
I left well enough alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
well,
understand that. And it's just, man, I'm just like, man, it's just
Oh, I got
when
to
stuff
yeah.
is meant to happen, it meant to happen. Because I'm like, if you'd have heard how I was talking before I pressed live, you'd have been like, oh shit. Like I barely was speaking. It was hard to speak. I was like, oh shit.
what's
And
up,
then
Mini Doc?
it's Lil Doc.
What's going
Lil
on?
Doc made it in here. Yeah, man, it's great to see you, Lil Doc. Man, like I said, we'll be
I got
back
another one.
Thursday.
I got another one.
Uh-oh.
Kind of just there we go.
I got the whole collection.
Diego in the house. Venom love the kids.
Good
Oh,
night.
The Venom Sports Show loves the kids. I've heard what they said on the damn wrestling show.
oh man. Oh, yeah. Oh fuck. They couldn't be here for the wrestling show. Put it on Tubi. That was still funny, man. We had a ball on the wrestling show last night. We will definitely be back next Thursday, and I have to see if I'm going on SmackDown Friday. I will let y'all know if I'm going to SmackDown on Friday because it's coming to New Orleans on a Friday. I might not
Yeah.
go because after I saw what I saw tonight, I might not go.
Well,
Rey Mysterio winning, I'm not going. I might not go.
oh, don't tell me you didn't like that.
No, I didn't.
No, you knew if LA Knight was gonna be in that match, that's who Mo wanted to win.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the
I'm
one
like,
part of SmackDown I did catch.
man, I was about to flip the computer over when I was watching this. I said, son of a bitch. It was right before I went live. I said, son of a bitch. I opened the show calling Vince McMahon a raggedy bitch. That's how I opened this show. So,
yeah, but he's fighting what's his name next week.
Oh.
He's fighting his homeboy from the Latino World Order.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good match.
Yeah, I might be watching it from home. Or watching it for the podcast. I'm just saying they better show me who all coming for me to go.
Hey, tell HR to get my letter ready because I know for sure next week gonna hit me. We got a laundry list of things that got to be done business wise next week. So tell her get the letter ready for me because I know I'm gonna be late on that one.
Oh, you know
that's the third one. That's 3 weeks in a row, Doc.
That is definitely not 3 weeks in a row.
The U.S. women's national team won the World Cup opener in soccer. So
I did catch that.
Oh, nice.
They won 3-0. They beat the shit out of Vietnam.
Did they ever?
Yeah, Lionel Messi scored a goal in his first a thing. I'm just getting all the ESPN alerts.
Yeah, he just signed somewhere in the United States, right?
Miami. He has got to catch some games so he can let us know how it is. But we definitely will be back next week. I probably won't go to SmackDown. I'll see. I will see. I will let y'all know definitely by Thursday.
Cool.
All right. So this is your host Mo Young. You got Doc, and you got the diabolical head of Jay. We'll see y'all later. Peace. And remember, do y'all petition to put Venom on Tubi. We need to be on Tubi. Put us on Tubi.
We blowing you up. Y'all getting some serious heat.
Put us on Tubi.
Put us on, man.
Fuck Brett Favre.
And also that. Fuck Brett Favre with a paddle long way while he eat corn the long way with a Dwight Howard reach around.
Yeah, with Dwight Howard holding your head down.
That's what he needs. Fuck Brett Favre, bro. Always fuck Brett Favre. That's not going to stop until he goes to jail. So.
Yep.
All right, boy, y'all, Doc and Jay. We'll see y'all next week, maybe. Depends on how I feel about SmackDown. Peace. We out.
Peace.
Peace. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
Oh, yeah. Ditto.
And if you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. See, oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my rip with the jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know.
You fucking owners have handled Judge Gentleman retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
If we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this
That's
is.
why, that's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.